So eventually the dick's hard. And I'm like, hold on. Y'all both gay? Like,
bruh,
what the fuck?
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Bruh.
Oh, shit.
Bruh.
Yes.
Oh, my God, dude.
Talk about a twist, man. Shit.
So, what are your thoughts on that? I have to go to SlideShow first because it's
broke the fourth wall, bro.
100%. Bro, what are you doing in that situation? What are you thinking, bro? What's in your mind right now?
Jesus Christ.
He's speechless. He doesn't know what to say.
You don't want to fuck with us. You don't want to fuck with us. You don't want to fuck with us. You don't want to fuck with us.
And welcome back to the conversation that never ends. This is Timeless Talk. I'm your host, AJ, and this is the second to last episode of season 4. Yeah, you guys aren't hyped at all. What is this? Like, you're so focused over there. What's going on, bro?
What's that?
You're just.
Yeah, I'm just.
There's no cheering going on. There's no. We're almost fucking done with this season over there. Ain't shit, bro. It's just zoned out. Like I'm zen right now.
That's his normal fury.
That's normal fury, huh? Bro, you are so. You know what? Someone told me that you're really tense over there, furious. So just like, man, why does it do with the like? You just look like you're mad, like you want to kill somebody. I was like, it kind of goes with his name.
When they say that.
He said, when?
Nah, just kidding. They just say you look hella serious, like they wouldn't want to pick a fight with you. Yeah, bro.
You intimidating.
He's like, good shit. That's what I want to do. Like, hell yeah, I'm gonna leave it in there. All right, guys, let's do these intros real quick, man. Before we get to our lovely guest here on my left, I'm gonna go ahead and go left to right. We got the man, the myth, the legend, Furious. Yeah, bro. Hey, man. So how you feeling today?
Pretty good.
You ready to do this episode, bro?
Yes, sir.
You feel prepared?
Yeah.
You excited?
I like how it's pretty good, looks pretty angry.
Okay, man. You sound like it looks pretty angry, you said? All right, man. Over here to my right, we have SlideShow.
Thank you.
How do you usually ask us, how do you feel after Paige?
Right.
I'm going to ask our guest right now how she feels once I properly introduce her. So over here to my direct left, we have the lovely Paige. Thank you for being on the show with us today, Paige. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I want to get this out the way.
Oh, yeah. We have a shot in front of us, guys. We're going to start this.
Not on camera.
Why not?
We're going to do it on camera.
Oh, y'all want to,
We're doing it on camera, bro.
Oh, y'all want to.
They don't know when we record it.
Exactly.
It's 5:00 somewhere.
It is.
Oh, okay.
They don't know what time it is.
All right, y'all over here, right?
Let's take a little shot right now. Start the episode off a little different than normal. You know what I'm saying?
Sinners.
All of ready? 1, 2, 3, go. All right. Okay.
Well,
so
drinking rubbing alcohol.
Is that what it tastes like to you?
It's whiskey, man.
Is that what it was?
Jim Beam. I mean, Beam.
Beam with an M. Yeah. All right. Anyway. All right, guys. So today's episode, we're going to have an interesting one. It's going to be about monogamy versus non-monogamy relationships. You know, we have a female with a nice, female with a good perspective on the show today. So we're going to get everybody's take on it, their personal reflections on it, share some of their experiences with, either monogamy or non-monogamy, and the importance of it, right? The differences, the pros, the cons. That's kind of what we're going to go over. But before we jump into that topic, I want to let you, audience, to get to know Miss Paige a little bit more. So, Paige, I ask you, what are you willing to share with the Timeless Talk audience? What do you want to share about yourself before we actually dive into the topic at hand? Let me rephrase the question.
I'm a mom. I have a few kids. Well, I have 2 kids, but
Occupation?
I'm a security officer.
Okay.
Okay, so you're a security officer. You're a mom. That's basically 2 jobs.
Right.
I know how that could be. I'm a parent myself, so I know exactly what that feels like. On this show, Paige, just so you know, we are open. It's open forum. You can ask us whatever you want.
Okay.
I hope you're okay with us asking you whatever we want to ask.
Absolutely.
Okay. So we hitting the login. All right. So monogamy, non-monogamy. Before we jump exactly into that, are you willing? Because every female that we've had, on this show, I know that Furious wasn't around for this. But we always ask them, "How was your first time sexually? Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? How was it? How was that experience for you? And what are you willing to share about it?"
I mean, I enjoyed it. Sex
Okay,
was
that's
fucking
good.
awesome. So
Oh yeah,
yeah.
We actually get mixed reviews on that. Though.
we do.
Really?
Yeah. Like we had remember we had
I already
Nessa-
know what you about to bring up.
we
bro.
had on the show, right? And her first time, Furious wasn't here for this, but recap to those that are fans of the show that know what I'm talking about. We had a relationship episode with her. You already know I was gonna bring this up, huh?
That's the thighs one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude went to work on her thighs, and she thought that she wasn't having sex, but he couldn't even find the hole. So he went to town on her thighs and finished
In between the thighs.
in between the thighs.
She was that good.
Yeah, and she didn't know any better, so she thought that's what it felt like. Like, because she didn't know what was in. She didn't know what in felt like. You know what I mean?
Was it that small?
I guess so. When bro had his way with her thighs and was like,
Yeah.
yo, I hit it, bro. Over to his homies like, hey, bro. There was a breeze in there, though. I don't know why, but I felt a breeze at the end for some reason. Like,
That's
Damn.
crazy.
yeah. So her situation was like that. And then she's like, when I actually felt it, it hurt the first time. So she didn't really enjoy her first experience.
Oh, she probably had like.
Yeah, who knows? Because then she's like, I went over here bragging to my girlfriends too, and it turned out it wasn't even really the thing either. So hopefully you didn't have an experience like that, though, right? Okay, that's good. You at least enjoyed your first time.
Well, like when initially, like when the cherry pops, you're a bloody mess. You're I bled for like 2 days.
That's not everybody though, is it?
That's not everyone. A lot of I'm friends with a lot of Hispanics, and they're like, I didn't bleed. Like, what cherry? And I'm like, what? Like, I bled. That shit popped, and I was like, what the fuck?
So
And
that's
it
a
was
real
like
thing.
a river. Yeah.
That's a real thing.
Wow.
I bled for 2 days straight.
Dang.
2
So-
days straight?
Yeah, so
Wow.
my first time was not enjoyable. Okay, we'll get there. It was not enjoyable. I bled. Like, initially, like, the wiener goes in, and then it just popped, and it was like floodgates. So I bled for 2 days straight.
Man,
I've
that's
never
intense.
heard that before.
I thought it
Me
was like
either.
a period or something, but no.
Wow.
I've heard of it like being a drop of blood or like 2 drops, but I've never heard of
No, I
that. That's
bled
crazy.
For 2
Yeah, that's
straight
wild.
days.
Wow. Okay. Hey, you know what? Everybody's experience is different.
Mm-hmm.
You just explained how yours was. That's interesting. 2 days. Yeah, that's a first for me to hear that too.
Were you worried or you already knew what it was?
I thought it was my period,
Oh.
but
You
that
didn't think it
the
was due to
first
the
time,
actual act, yeah.
Oh. Dang.
So then I was like, oh, it makes sense.
So what led up to it? Was it a crazy experience? Did you guys plan it? Did it kind of just happen? Did it just, did you envision in your head going down a certain way? Or did it just happen the way it happened and you're like, oh, well, I
So
guess
I
that's
was
the first time?
young. I was like 13.
Mm.
It was after my winter ball, and it was to an ex. I was with him for like 14 years, but I didn't know it was gonna happen. I mean, you have hopes, but you never know.
Yeah, you never know for sure.
So that happened, and then I think he broke up with me like 2 weeks later.
Wow.
He got back with me like
Oh, okay.
2 years after that, but.
So it was someone you would say at least it mattered. They mattered to you. It wasn't a random, which is good.
Yeah.
It was someone meaningful.
No, I definitely, I grew up with them.
Okay.
Like,
All right, cool. Do you guys still talk to this day or no? You kind of just.
we're in the middle of a divorce.
Oh, hey, you know what though? At least you actually tried it out with that person all the way. You went all the way. You guys got
Yeah.
married. You know, it wasn't a pretty picture, but at least you made it. You tried. You can
Yeah.
actually look back on that knowing that, you're reflecting that you actually gave it a real shot. You know?
We did.
That's
We
good.
did.
Before we move on, do any of you guys want to ask Miss Paige before we jump in? Or you want to just ask as we go?
Yeah, just as we go.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. All right, guys. So monogamy, right? Monogamy, non-monogamy.
Wait,
so,
hold on. Remind me of the difference between the two.
So
I
mono-
know one is like single.
Yeah.
and-
Well, yeah. Well, no, not necessarily.
You're never
single.
single.
single, like single partner.
Like you're
Oh,
Right.
yes,
Single
that's
partner.
monogamy.
Okay.
Yeah, monogamy is like
just
you're loyal
with
to
the
one
person.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So non-monogamy is you have an open relationship.
That's open.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you don't
or
figure-
more just more than one partners.
Yeah.
Okay.
Essentially, yeah, that's basically what it is. So I'm gonna ask the panel. Feel free, you guys, to answer, jump in as if you want, and go ahead and share with me whatever you want to, share as far as your personal experience. But the first question I want to ask everybody is, and we'll probably go with our guest first. Actually, the show manners. We'll let you answer first, and then we'll go accordingly. But in your personal experience, I'll start with the easier one. We'll save the grittier one for a little later. Monogamy. Have you experienced it? How is it? Are you currently in it? Did you do it in the past? And what do you feel are the pros and cons?
So I am in a monogamous relationship right now.
Okay.
I think it's been a couple months. But I was in a non-monogamous relationship for like a hot minute. And that's just something I'm used to, is the non-monogamous relationship, like sleeping with other people, couple swaps, threesomes, like all of that. So like I'm used to that. So like me now being in a non-monogamous relationship is like a whole different entity. Like
that transition though, right?
Yes,
Oof,
the transition.
man.
You're like, what the fuck am I like? Hold
What
on.
am I doing now?
Like,
Yeah.
oh, you don't want threesomes, or oh, like we're not like doing this couple swaps, and he's like, no, like not about it whatsoever. And I'm like, really? Like, there's no other girls you're trying to like bang with me? And no, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it's a whole different. It's just different.
So you like him enough to give that a try, though, obviously.
I'm in love with this. I'm in love with him.
Okay. So there's a part of you. Okay, so now I'm gonna ask the question: there's a part of you happy that he's like that, or do you wish he would invite someone else to the bedroom to kind of spice it up a little bit?
You know what? I you know how when you have someone else and you bring them into the room, like you have to give them a certain amount of attention, then your spouse is given, or whomever is giving them a certain amount of attention.
Yeah.
Like, you know your role. So this man, all the attention's on me. It's nice. It's a nice, it's just different. It's nice. I like it. I don't mind it. It's just something that I have to grow accustomed to, and I have to learn to. I don't fucking know. Like,
So you're trying to find
I'm
that
lost in
adjustment.
the
You're trying to
sauce.
figure out.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm trying to figure the adjustment out.
like
Yeah, no, I
It's
get
weird.
that. That
It's-
makes sense. That's
you
crazy.
know how people's like normality, it's like, it's just different. So mine was a non-monogamous relationship, and like everyone or most are like monogamous. So this is different.
It is.
me.
No, for sure. Yeah, we appreciate you sharing that with us. That's interesting. So maybe in a way, I guess I probably should have asked you the non-monogamy first, right? But we'll get to that. Do you feel like you're being successful in that so far? Or do you feel like
Yes.
maybe? Okay, that's good.
So far, because even after like my marriage didn't work out, like, oh God, I cheated on every single one of them. But this one,
Wow.
I have no, like, I don't want to cheat. I don't want to do any of that. I don't want to look at porn. Like, I'm
The desire for that one way.
content.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
content with him. So it's nice.
Nice. It's a different kind of.
It's different. It's so fucking different.
Wow, that's cool. Okay, I'm happy for you. That's great that ended up being the case. Yeah, for sure.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
According to like, just human nature, everything is like always better when it's no rules or when it's less rules, right? So is it like is it non-monogamy to
Monogamous?
Yeah. Is that like does that feel like the high went down since there's more rules, since it's just one-on-one, or
You know what? So he never puts rules. It's just kind of like, you just know, because the conversations have been had, like, oh, I don't like this, or this isn't what I like to do. So then you kind of just check yourself. You know what I mean? Like, I check myself because I'm like, oh, he doesn't like this, so don't do this. Like, oh, I'm checking out these women, like, maybe I shouldn't. Don't go talk to them because that's disrespectful. Don't be disrespectful. So the high hasn't come down, but I just check myself. You know,
More than you used to, yeah.
more than I used to. Because
Okay.
before it was like, oh, hey, you want to come to the room? Or come on.
You would invite who you wanted to, yeah.
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 So, well, it had to be okay with like my partner,
Of course.
but for the most part, I don't mind. Like, it has just been an adjustment.
it just adjusted?
It's just been an adjustment, basically.
okay.
But it ain't bad. I have no complaints.
Okay.
I'm
That's
sexually
good.
satisfied, so
That's
We're good.
Hey, that's important. That's
Yes.
more important than people let on to be sometimes, right?
yeah, because sometimes they bring you like little wieners, and you're like, oh shit, we gotta invite somebody else. You know?
Yo, JP. I like, don't know what. You guys afraid to laugh? What is this? Oh, you guys are so reserved. It's like just kind of like.
This shit funny, bro.
No, but you know what though? I respect how honest you're being about that. As a little wiener, you're like, oh, bro, this might be a problem. You know what I
This
mean?
ain't it.
Like,
Yeah.
Yo, I don't know what this is, man.
I think guys do the same thing.
The next person
comes in, he's like, it's all right, baby, I'll put it down. It's all right, bro, you can sit over there and you can watch.
Hey, man.
That makes you a what?
It makes you a cuck.
Yeah, we got sound effects on this thing, too. I love this thing. But yeah. Oh, man. This is timeless talk. We don't have no filters here. You guys already know how it is, man. So that's good. All right. So before we move on to the non-monogamy portion, I got to be fair. Did you have more you want to add to that before we move on to these guys?
Oh, no, go for it.
Okay. Mr. Furious, what about you, sir? Your experiences with monogamy, how do you feel about it? Pros and cons. What you got?
I mean, I think the cons of monogamy is that you don't have you can't really exercise your freedom, with options. I guess that's a con, and I will say it's only a con if you're not satisfied within that monogamous, of course, relationship. But I'll say that's a con that does pop up. I would say a pro of it though is that you can build on a connection with with that individual, and you can as much as you water it, you can make it stronger every day. And of
course,
there's unlimited potential, when it comes to having another person with you.
If you're doing it right.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. As far as non-monogamy, of course, I mean, the pros is freedom, absolute freedom.
Well, save that thought. We're coming to that next. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I'm going to come back around for that. He's like, oh, shit. No. But
yeah.
Is there anything you want to share personally, though, with your monogamy situation that you're like, because I know now you're ladies, he's single.
I'm non-monogamy right now.
Right now, he's non-monogamy, ladies out there that are watching this. My what do you call it? Bubbles here is available.
Cobra Bubbles.
Bubbles right here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I still haven't,
cocked and loaded.
I just saw the picture. Yeah. Okay. I feel it. So what was the?
So is there anything you want to as far as since I know you're non-monogamous right now, what can you take from, at least what do you feel like you've learned, right? So from the relationship that you had last that was monogamous that failed, what do you see? What do you walk away from that? Knowing now, obviously, eventually maybe, right, you'd entertain the idea of being with somebody again, right, in the future.
Yeah.
What can you say that you took away from that last relationship that you can apply to fix differently in this one coming up in the future?
Don't rush anything, and keep your feelings in check. Feelings come and go. It's at the end of the day, it's if you guys click, if you click, even when the feelings aren't there, if you guys can still operate,
listen to the vibes, right?
Yeah. Because there's gonna be times where you don't like that person. You know what I'm saying? So that's inevitable with everybody. There's going to be something about them at that moment where it just rubs you the wrong way.
Or you don't agree with it. Yeah.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But you can get it back. You know what I mean? So.
Oh yeah, of course. But it's salvageable.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it's if you guys don't click at all, then it's not even a toss up.
Oh, 100. I even agree. If there's more fights than there is pleasure, there's no point.
But it's it's you got to click on all three levels. You got to click sexually, you got to click mentally, you got to click emotionally. You got to, those things all have to
align. Because I agree. Because if you have one or the other, if you're suffering from one, I mean, you can make it work with just one, but
it's going to be a reluctant type of thing.
Yeah, and someone's going to end up cheating. Let's be real. Yeah. Let's keep it a buck. You know what I mean? Someone's going to end up veering off and trying something different. That's just what happens.
That's just what happens.
And if you're lacking
on both sides,
Yep. And say again that with that being said, viewers and listeners, I'm not saying it justifies cheating. It doesn't. But there's a reason. There's a reason to the madness. You know what I mean? There's a reason for it happening. I'm not saying that I condone it, but I'm saying that this is why it happens. People wonder why the fuck did they do this? It's not necessarily your fault, but maybe you were lacking in something that they should have communicated on before they went and did it. In my opinion. You don't think so?
I always heard it ain't better, it's just different.
Could be that too. It could be that. And you know what? That's actually, I had a recent conversation with somebody just last night about that. And I'm not going to say any names, but he put it into perspective. I was like, that's kind of true, actually. Thank you. I appreciate that. If you're having a problem about to happen, I appreciate that. This shit would have spilled all over me. Oh, fuck, bro. Technical difficulties. Anyway, but he kind of said that too. He's like, it's just that it's different. And sometimes females don't understand that we as men, we're capable, because when women cheat, it's usually emotional. It's emotional reasons, usually, right? But when men do it, it's kind of I just wanted to try that. I don't love this woman. I don't even give a shit about her, which is true. We know how to shut it off. We just wanted to taste it, try it out, and then make sure we still nurture what we have over here with family with. As messed up as that sounds, but that's really what it is at its core. If you want to look at it in an animal, I guess not animalistic, but if you want to say, what's the word I'm looking for? there's a word for it. Hold on. Primal instinct, right? Primal instinct tells you that's what that means. When the guy is, as cliche as it might sound, I don't really care about her. He really doesn't. 9 times out of 10, he doesn't really give a shit about her. But it's still fucked up though. I
would add, okay, like if it's a dude's like first chick, that's not the case. He gonna love that chick. You know what I mean? But if he has experience, then he'll, you know what I'm saying? Then you kind of learn how to like detach. You know what I'm saying? But if you've only had 1 or 2 women in your whole life, you're gonna be stuck on both of them.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, actually.
Because you don't have that. You don't have the experience. So I think it's different for men and women. Like for men, it's like it's good if we have like that experience for some reason. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why like if you hear about a dude who's had like 100 girls, you know, like, bro, like that's what's up. You know what I mean? Because it's not. Like the odds are already stacked against us. You know what I mean? Like we're already like in competition with other males. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So for sure. The fact that someone can get that is, oh shit, like so. But on the opposite side, you know what I'm saying? It's looked at differently. Yeah, it's a game of life, like you said. Like you talked about the other episode, a couple episodes ago, and you know, not just that, and just so for the record, so everybody knows, we're not saying that that's necessarily how we are here at this table. I'm just saying in general, right? In general, some men, that's how they handle it. Most men, that's kind of how we are, how we're built DNA wise. I feel like the men that are able to stay monogamous, they understand how to suppress it. Like myself, it's hard. It's a challenge every day, right? But you have to suppress it for the sake of your relationship, the respect you have for your partner. You're suppressing it. That's just going to keep it a buck. Let's be honest. That's what you're doing. You're not going to change to, I don't look at women at all, baby. Or I don't do this. You're going to lie to your girl. You're lying your fucking ass off then. Let's be real. I was keeping it a buck, Everybody
right?
Looks.
Everybody fucking looks.
I look too.
She looks exactly. Yeah. It's wired in us to do that. I'm sorry to say, it's just 100% biologically the truth. All you're doing when you're monogamy, or you're using monogamy, or you're monogamous, you're suppressing it. That's what you're doing. You're suppressing the urge to act on it. You're suppressing it. 100
to be fruitful and multiply.
He's like you're suppressing your primal instincts and your primal right to do.
That's basically what it is.
It's a primal right. I hate to say it like that, but like, dude, like I'm not going to compare us to dogs, but that's what dogs do. Because dogs, like they multiply, bro. They're fruitful.
Whatever dog.
My dog was a hoe. He knocked up every dog on the block, bro. And he picked. It was weird because did I tell you guys this? I might have told them off the record, but I'll tell it real quick on the record for Miss Paige here. Real quick, sidebar story has to do with this non-monogamous dog of mine, right? Bro knocked up I told you this off the record. I told the Furious this. So my dog Rocky. Bro was a player. He literally smacked every dog on the block, but there was this border collie that he liked a lot. And I know this because he returned to her house the most for some reason. He had puppies with her. He got puppies with the other ones too, but he never went back to their houses. I would catch him at her house. I remember one day my neighbor called me. I came home early from work. I'm like, where the fuck is this fool? He wasn't in the yard. So I figured out his schedule. Dogs are smart. They can't look at the clock, but they can tell where the sun is in the sky and they know when their owner's going to be back home. This motherfucker was back in the yard behind the fence before I got home because he knew what time I'd pull up every day. Oh. But the day that I got, I'm telling you, he was smart as hell. But one day I got home early, his ass wasn't back there. I was like, where is this motherfucker? So I started looking in the general area, and sure enough, my neighbor calls me. I saw a message on my phone. Hey, I got a little Rocky over here. You know, I don't know if you know this, but he had puppies with my collie. I was like, shit, here we go. I show up. It was the funniest thing ever. It was like a kid, like a deer caught in headlights, dude. I walk in there to see him. He's like, he looks at me as he's laying down with her in her bed, and he look like a kid just got caught. Yeah, little puppies that look just like him and her. Oh. They were cute as hell. Yeah, we ended up splitting them. Long story short, I didn't tell you this part of the story, but we ended up selling the puppies, and they split half the killing with me, which was cool because he made half the. But it was funny, man. Like I was like, bro, this is what you do when I'm at work? And he just walked out. He did the walk of shame to the car. I'm like, bro, wow, bro. I was like, okay, so yeah. He picked one, so I was like, I thought it was funny. The reason why I'm telling this story is I thought it was funny how he had a human trait in a way, kind of. You know, it's kind of like he had his favorite one. Well, he fucked the block, but for some reason, he had his mane, and he laid in bed with her, bro. He was in her little fucking doggy bed with the puppies on the side. Like, it was priceless, man. I was laughing. It's just like that, you know what I mean? That moment of getting caught. Bro, when he saw me, his ears raised, he looked at me like, oh shit. Like, my secret's out. Like, you're not supposed to be here this early. But anyway. Back to the topic, guys. I thought that was funny. I wanted to share that with y'all. But yeah, SlideShow. What are your thoughts on monogamy, sir? How do you feel about it? What are your personal experiences with it? Are you currently single? What's the dealio with you, sir? Why are you looking? You're afraid to speak. Come on.
I was gonna say, well, first of all, I think that term is different when it comes to both relationship. Well, boyfriend and girlfriend, and then when you're married. I think it has different rules.
Oh yeah, no, for sure, absolutely. I feel like when you have that bond,
Bless
God bless you. When you have that bond, no, you're good. I feel like when you have that bond, man, it's different. It is different, but it's not, because like the commitment should always be there, right? Even before the ring comes. That's what I'm trying to say.
I mean,
when you're dating, yes, because essentially when you're dating, you're courting them to marry them, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But if you're just fucking, like, that's different.
Exactly. It's kind of detached, but I feel like when you're just fucking, though, it leads to eventual feelings,
No, it
right?
doesn't.
No? Never?
Well, so
depends.
I know you said, like, oh, most women are, like, act on emotion, but I feel like I'm a different breed because I was in a non-monogamous relationship for so long. And, like, once you get past, like, the cheating and all that, like, eventually you're just, like, fuck it. Then you start thinking like a dude.
So you're the outlier in a way, but not in a bad way. She's basically the outlier because she was able to adjust.
You can detach, like from all that shit. Yeah.
So when women are capable of doing that eventually.
Yes,
Yeah.
100%.
I believe it. Okay.
But it does. It does take.
It takes
it
trauma.
takes bodies. Yeah.
It takes hurt. You're crying. Like eventually, you're just like
You get over it.
you're stagnant. Like, all right, now I'm a dude.
Yo, hey, you know what though? I'm not mad at you. Hey, you're being honest. You're giving us some real shit. Yeah, bro, I respect it. But go ahead, SlideShow. Me to cut you off though. Huh? Sorry, what were you gonna say?
No,
keep going.
No, man. He already called your name. That's cool. You already SlideShow, man.
no. I want to hear what you were gonna say.
Yeah, you're gonna say something. Get your thought
Yeah,
out.
man. I forgot it, bro.
It's a talk show, bro. It's a timeless talk.
So,
Come on.
are you single or not?
Yeah, that's the question.
Or you
bro.
don't know yet?
No, yeah,
Oh, you're single.
yeah.
Okay,
But
you're talking to people.
nah, I was gonna say that the thing is, I don't really believe in the whole boyfriend and girlfriend theory.
Why?
At least for me,
Okay. It's about to get good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, let me adjust myself.
Get comfortable.
Oh shit, here we go.
well, if we're,
You're diving into it.
I was about to say if we're going by the book,
Here we go.
and we don't. I'll be the first to say I don't completely go by the book, but I mean it's like 1 foot in and 1 foot out. And when I say by the book, I mean the Bible.
Oh, okay.
You know,
I'm all what book?
yeah, by the Bible. Like back then, and I know it was a completely different time, but it was like they had a system where like your parents chose who you married, kind of thing. Kind of like you weren't really able to venture off like that. So it's like, kind of in a sense, if I'm still looking at it like that, it's kind of like if you're not married, you kind of don't really have anything. But I mean, like, I don't believe in the whole boyfriend and girlfriend thing, but I think the strongest thing you could give somebody is your word. I think anything past that is kind of like, at least for me, I think is kind of like controlling, like, you know, the whole, I need to see where you're at, I need to see what you're doing kind of thing. Or like, I don't know, I kind of feel like it's kind of like because you could do all that at the end of the day, you know, put so much time, you know, money, all this and that, but then just for that person to turn around and leave the very next day.
That's true.
So my logic is I'd rather have loyalty than love.
I've heard that.
Hell yeah.
I've heard that.
Because with loyalty, like they're always going to be there for you, and you know you don't need you don't need a tracker, you don't need to know where they're going. They don't have to say nothing because they're loyal to you. You know that they're going to stick by you at the end of the day. But love, like they can go and fuck you over or fuck all your homies, and then they're going to come and kiss you on the mouth, like.
That's man. You do
Love
that
is just
shit.
emotion. That's
standing
why.
up.
Yeah.
You need it. Like
It is.
loyalty is like the wisdom. I would say it's like the wisdom.
The wisdom
side
aspect,
that,
yeah.
like guys, you know what I'm saying? But it's like not everyone's capable of that.
That's
But
true.
then they also say true love never fails, though, right?
But I think that's a cliche.
You did?
It just
I feel
sounds
like
good.
It
just
sounds good.
Because
That's it?
Because on the real, bro, I think that love comes and goes, bro. There's times that
It does.
that you're gonna hate that person. You're with them so much, bro. So much. There's gonna be times, bro, where you're like, damn, like you always do this shit. Like, god damn, you annoying. You know what I'm saying? But you still love them. But it's like in that moment, you're like, fuck, like you're fucking annoying.
But then again, like maybe that's not true love.
Accurate.
I was gonna say because there's been times where like I broke up with somebody and like they got into an accident, and I mean we weren't even talking, and I'm like, okay, well I sent my AAA, and then I had to meet them at their house because the AAA person need to see my information, so I went to their house.
okay, but
Yeah, but you broke up with them. Why
that's
are
a
you
good gesture,
calling
though.
AAA?
That's a good.
That's an X.
But no,
If
yeah.
you did, that's a good gesture.
Yeah,
though.
but just because you're Max, I don't gotta hate you. I don't gotta treat you bad.
Okay, fair enough.
Hold on.
I ain't using my AAA. What?
No,
Fine
but wow.
thing.
She said you're fucked. He called the wrong person.
Call your mama.
No, but that's why. Like, if I love you, whether we stay together or not, I'm always do right by you.
Yeah, but that's not true love, though. You wouldn't have broken up with them if that was true love. If you want to go by the cliche of
But
love.
yeah, but there's I love you versus I'm in love with you.
Correct.
Okay, hold on.
That is true. But
But then where does true love apply then?
True love, I think that does apply to the aspect of wanting to be with you.
Because I think
Right.
that true love,
no, true love.
it's probably a bit of both. It's probably a bit of both the in love and also,
Because then true love is
side.
like we could still fall apart for maybe a couple years, but we'll still always find our way back.
I don't think so, man.
I don't think so. That doesn't
True love
happen.
sounds absolute to me.
You said
Yeah.
that doesn't happen?
Well, I mean, it shouldn't. Like, oh, damn, we drifted off. Now you're fucking all these dudes and we're going to get back together when you ran through.
I would
Oh,
say,
yeah, that's true love.
I would say that's
makes
more
sense.
like
Hell no.
a twin flame type of thing. That's like a twin flame type of shit.
That
where-
sounds better.
Where you're just like, you guys are very connected when you guys are together, but when you guys drift apart, you guys do your own thing. You know what I'm saying? But it's like you're better off together, but for some reason you both want to just do things that are not aligned. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But that's more like into like that's a different type of occult type of shit, twin flames and shit. I just, you know what I'm saying? But that's how I articulate it. You know what I mean? Because love's a tricky thing, man. It's tricky.
It is.
It is.
Because it's emotion and it's action. And it's also like conviction. It's also like belief too. It's not just, it's so the abstractness of that concept is so broad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like sometimes we get lost in just figuring out like what it is.
What it
like,
is,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Facts.
It's so like elusive, but like we can feel it, but like it's hard to explain it. You know what I'm saying? Especially like when you're in love with somebody, it's like, I don't know. It's like, this is something about this person. You know what I'm saying? I'll do anything for them. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's a lot deeper than like what people can really realize, I think. You know what I'm saying? I don't think anyone can really like explain it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just one of those things that you have to.
It doesn't have a cap, huh?
Like it's like if you're experiencing that shit, in my opinion now, with what I've been through, it's like hold on to that shit. Experience that shit for as long as you can, because one day it's gonna be gone. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so fleeting.
Damn.
It's so fucking fleeting. If you're blessed enough to feel that shit, you know what I'm saying, for a fucking extended amount of time, cherish that shit for as long as you can, because it will end. You know,
Thanks, Alma, too.
it will end.
Yeah, bro.
You're saying
Okay.
10 times out of 10 it will end?
It will end.
You think
It
so?
will. Hell yeah, it will end.
Damn.
Drop the gems, bro.
It's gonna end,
I'm
bro.
like, I'm in a monogamous relationship.
Yeah, this is all gonna end. Cherish that shit.
Whoa.
This whole thing's gonna end, bro.
What are you talking about death do us part, or are you talking about
Yeah, all that, bro.
Oh, you mean that overall?
Everything, bro.
Oh, okay.
But I'm saying even like with that, it's so immediate too. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, like think about it. You're in love with this person, right? Let's just take you and your dude, right?
Yeah.
You're in love with this person.
We'll call him Chip.
You know what I'm saying? With everything going on right now, right? Like what if the last time that you saw him is the last time that you're ever gonna see him? Not to not knock on wood, right?
Yeah.
But think about it, you know what I'm saying?
Heaven
Cherish
forbid.
that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like all the experiences that you have, like
Yeah, when
before
moments with
that,
them, yeah.
But before that, like that shit doesn't matter. But the thing is like in these days and ages, like people are so like, I got options, I got this, I got that. They don't cherish like the experience, because like once if you're lucky enough to make it to age 60, right? And even reminisce on like what you had, it's like, damn, like you start appreciating shit. You know what I mean? Even at this age that we're at now, we're like, damn, like I could have did this, I could have did, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's a lot more than we don't give it enough credit.
No, for sure.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I agree.
It's one of those things like
I agree.
it's fleeting, so you have to appreciate that shit.
It is fleeting. Yeah.
Very fleeting.
You ain't wrong.
Dang, man. You're on tangent. This is a good little segment right here, man.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Not divisive. That was very
Deep.
no.
I thought it was deep.
Deep, yeah.
No, I was trying. It is deep. Don't get me wrong.
Inspiring.
But there was a word I was looking for. Damn it! We'll just say deep and inspiring. Good job. I'll give you your flowers and your hand clap, sir. Yeah. Yeah, our audience loves you, Furious. Even though you intimidate a quarter of them. They don't want to step out of line when you're around.
How do I do that?
You know, someone told me they wonder what eye color you have, bro. What your eye color is, because they don't. They don't know, man. You know?
Are you serious?
Yeah, someone asked me that shit, bro. They said, "Hey, what color eyes is the Black Terminator, man? Like, what color eyes does he have?"
Black Terminator.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
bro.
Oh my god.
They emphasize that too.
Hey, James Cameron. Hey, Black Terminator. Thank
Right
you.
there,
You know what
bro.
I'm saying?
We just gave you your next big blockbuster movie. SlideShow. Do you have anything else you want to add to that? Any personal experiences you want to share with the panel and the audience about your personal experiences with monogamy and what it did for you? And I ask you the same question. We'll answer that first, and I got one more question for you.
Shoot, well, I actually didn't. I guess just a one-on-one relationship caused me to. I guess just a bad experience just caused me to like think about it like that. Like, hold on, a relationship don't really make sense to me. Then I started thinking like, I felt like we kind of made a adult version of something we did as kids, if that makes sense. Like, you know, you got older, so the only thing that changed is, you know, you guys can spend more time together. You got money now, so, you know, you could, you know, Disneyland, this, that. You could spend a night at each other's house. So it's kind of for me, it was looked at as like just playing kids. And then, you know, if you're somebody that like, I guess thinks ahead of the game, you know, you try to plan for the future, but if not, and you're just there with that person, then you get kids involved. And then before you know it, like, damn, all these real struggles come and you're like, oh, maybe I don't really feel like how I feel with this person. But at that point, you're already too invested because you got kids and all this on the way. Y'all moved in, y'all live together. So it's like, it's kind of,
Got to make it work.
I'm just speaking from somebody that like, you know, don't really have too much guidance on that side of life. So it's kind of like, you know, just kind of test it out and see how it works. But
for sure, I hear you. Okay, so what? And my last question for you on monogamy, and the same question I asked Furious. What can you take from that relationship going forward? So when you're single now, right? But when you do get in the next monogamous relationship you have, if you choose to go that route, right? Choose monogamy and not have threesomes and all the extra shit. Nah, I'm just saying. So if you choose that route, right? You go monogamy. What can you take from that relationship that you know now what to avoid, and what have you learned from it going forward? So what are you gonna do differently going forward?
I think what I would do differently is, I think one thing I always tried to do back then is always, you know, try to make a good first impression, which is okay. But I think one thing I would try is getting all that tough stuff out the way first. Kind of like, you know, hey, like, are you religious? Because, you know, I'd get those big ones out the way that usually like is a killer later on down the line when we're already a little invested. So like, hey, are you Christian? Or, you know, how Christian are you? Or, you know, like,
Or they're Catholic.
yeah, or
it's
like,
time to bounce.
because all that stuff make all the difference. Because if you like, oh, like for example, like, oh, like she said, Catholic. Oh, I'm Christian.
Seventh-day Adventist.
Yeah, like, oh, at least, at least
yeah.
she's religious too. But then it goes deeper than that because if it's someone that's really religious, you know, my book says, you know, y'all not supposed to pray to nobody but God, but y'all pray to Michael. So then,
Right, in Guadalupe.
yeah, that causes a little conflict
I
right
was like,
there.
what the hell? So yeah, it is conflict because it's like, yo, the saints, they're in heaven, but they can't hear your prayers.
Right, or praying to
They're
Virgin
not
Mary.
omnipresent. They're not God. Yeah,
Yeah.
not. I never
So it's
understood
like-
that either.
So it's basically demonic.
Hey, to a Christian, yeah. To a Christian, yeah.
Yeah,
But,
but then you also have 17 Adventists.
I don't, you know what? I
They
don't
don't
need,
celebrate holidays.
or just like Jehovah's Witness.
Oh, yes.
They don't even celebrate birthdays.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right. They don't
You
do
can't
that.
multiply with that because
No, you can't.
my kids are having birthday parties.
Right, and-
hell yeah, they're gonna enjoy those experiences.
Little
They're gonna
things
have
like
fun,
that
yeah.
cause conflicts.
That's
Just
sad.
the little things like that.
Yeah,
cause
so you might
conflicts.
exactly, and if you're with someone who's so damn, gung ho in that belief,
Yeah.
we're not having a fucking birthday party today. You're like, yes, the fuck we are. My kid's not gonna be, deprived of having a good time with their friends because you don't want to celebrate their life or celebrate.
And they're just as strong as what they believe as you are with what you believe.
Right.
exactly. So you're just gonna clash. It's not gonna work.
But you got to get that out the way in the beginning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when you're first dating, like the first date, like I'll ask you 1,000 questions. I don't give a fuck.
It's like an interview.
Yeah.
Like-
It's like an interview.
It's an interview.
It is.
That's
Like
what it is.
if you don't meet this or there's any red flags, I'm bouncing.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Oh,
But that's
If they agree to everything, yes, man, huh?
Yeah.
But that's a trick. That's one of the tricky things about dating is because people go into it already knowing like, okay, I'm gonna be asked questions, I'm gonna be do this. You know what I'm saying? So some people, if they're just trying to like, finesse their way to a certain objective,
Yeah, but
it's gonna be hard to
them like that. You're like, oh well,
No.
what's your religion?
No, I'm
not
talking.
gonna be like, are you a Christian?
No, yeah, of course.
And they're like, really 7-day Venice?
No, But it's like, let's say like that did come up, and you asked me in a different, more, like casual kind of way. I might just answer it in a way that's very like ambiguous, and it's like, what I'm saying, where I'm still keeping information from you.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's like keep on questioning. You get to that root.
No, but I'm saying someone who's smart and like has a goal, you're not gonna really get it like that, bro. Like,
true.
You're gonna have to wait for them to like slip up to like, catch them. You know what I'm saying? Because bro, people after you date a while, bro, you start knowing like, what I'm saying, the ins and outs of dating. You start knowing like, okay, they're gonna ask me this. You know what I'm saying? Like you know the basic layout of how it's gonna go. But it's like someone who has a motive to get a certain, distance in the relationship for whatever reason. Yeah. They can foresee, foresee certain
they know how to manipulate.
Exactly. Yeah. And they can, maneuver around that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, as the person going into it, you have to be aware, like, okay, like, just because I'm getting the answers that I seek doesn't mean that they're the answers that are really there.
The true answer.
Exactly. But I feel like it's what she said, bro. Like if I don't see any red flags or if I don't hear any red flags, I know it's a red flag.
Yeah.
But that's not you can't say that either.
Because nobody's perfect.
No one is perfect.
But you have to but you
but
have to catch them.
I feel like people like that, they have signs that follow them as well.
You have to be aware enough. You have to see the sign though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
if you can't see it, you can't see it.
But it's usually like a too good to be true kind of thing. You know that feeling. You know that feeling.
But if you can't prove it, are you just gonna say, "Oh, it's too good to be true"?
It's gonna bug me, bro.
I can't.
It's gonna bug me.
It's too good. I can't do this.
I can't do this. Bro,
but you're not gonna
do that.
You're not gonna say that.
I do. No, I'm gonna say that to myself.
No, but you're not gonna say to them.
No,
you're not gonna say to them,
right? Because you don't give them the upper hand.
Of course.
Yeah. So you look for the signs.
No, yeah, but bro, if you're not finding them and they're just proving you wrong every step of the way, no, I'm. Obviously, bro, unlikely, right?
Yeah.
Everyone makes a mistake, but I'm saying in those cases, bro, you're not going to see it.
Bro, but all lies and all manipulation comes to a dead end at some point.
At some point, but it could be the point after 7 years when you're already with them. It could be that shit happens too.
That's a long
It happens. Time. It happens though. That's what I'm saying, bro.
But you got to have that discernment though.
Yeah, but no, like you said, man, no one's perfect, bro. You can discern up to a certain point. If you miss a certain thing, you miss it.
I mean, and that's true. Granted, if you feel that little. I feel like if you feel off a little bit, for example, I think for a girl's point of view, if you feel off, even just the slightest bit, don't open up your legs the slightest bit.
You shouldn't open up your legs, right? But what do a lot do?
They open
their legs.
Exactly.
They want to get pleasure.
But they can't blame anybody if they have that little off feeling and they still do it.
No. And then
congratulations, you played
That's
yourself.
The thing. You know what I'm saying? There's all these. We have all these
before you buy it.
We have all these like dichotomies going on within us, right? We have all these like like polar opposites. Oh, do it, like don't do it. You know what I'm saying? FOMO, we got that, right? Fear of missing out. We got all that kind of shit going on.
All that stuff is real, yeah, man.
All that stuff. So what's that word?
Sorry.
It changes like your like perception of it. You know what I'm saying? Like in one moment you could be like, nah, like I'm done with this person, and then like in the next moment you're like, oh shit, hold up, like they're actually pretty cool, blah blah blah, and you'll convince yourself that
you'll find a reason to stay.
You lie to yourself.
You lie to yourself.
But that's
in a way.
not. I don't think that's good. Like I wouldn't. Right now I'm in a too good to be true situation, and I'm like, where's the fucking
right?
Like, where's the flag?
So you're kind of like,
you know it's coming. You know it's somewhere. It's gonna come.
No one's perfect.
And I'm like, I'm on what is it gonna be? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Are you prepared for it though? Or you feel like you're just like, are you waiting? So do you think you just depending on what it is, you're prepared for how to handle it? Like when it comes at you, like you're expecting something, right?
Well, so I'm an overthinker. So like whatever comes at me is gonna come at me, but I don't think I am fully prepared for it because like right now we've been talking since like October. We've been together since January. We're at the end of March. So I don't know. I feel like it's gonna hit me like a ton of fucking bricks.
If it does happen.
If it happens, it might not even happen. Yeah, there is a chance.
It might not happen. So like that's why I'm keep it pushing.
Don't rock the boat.
Don't rock the boat.
Yeah.
You know. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's an old ass saying, but it's a true saying. No,
Because it's
why?
like,
Why did you?
if you don't know, because if you don't know and everything's
No.
good, there's no reason to.
No, what you
even
said
rock
it. No, what you said was good, but for some reason, right when you said that, bro, you heard the song "Don't Rock the Boat," baby? It started playing in my head right now. You ever seen
Don't tip the boat over?
Yeah, you ever heard that song? It's an old ass song, bro. Don't rock the boat. You never heard it?
Rock
If I
the
hear it,
boat.
I'll probably hear
Rock
it.
the boat, man.
baby. Don't tip the boat over.
It started playing in my head right now. I was like, what the fuck, bro?
I thought that's what they were
it's-
talking about.
Yes,
bro.
I thought too. I didn't know. I was a kid, so I don't know what the fuck they were talking about. I was like, bro, what does this mean?
Oh wait, they got a meaning behind it?
Yeah, he just said it. He knows what it means. Explain. What does it mean? Rock the boat, bro. When you rock the boat.
You don't make an issue if there isn't one.
Yeah, so it's steady. You're in a steady current. You're not gonna grab the
It's like, why
sides
you
and do
gonna-
this.
yeah,
You're
like,
why the
why
fuck are you
you
gonna
gonna
rock the
toss
boat?
it? You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
I thought it just sounded.
It's like panic,
Bro, that
basically.
song is hilarious though. That shit. I wish I could play it for you guys right now. It's just funny, man. Anyway, yeah, it's doing too much. Let's move on though. All right, man. So I think we're all pretty dead set on the monogamy portion of this, right? So we're gonna go switch over to the non-monogamy, and we're gonna go right back to our guest here. The time has come. No, just kidding. All right, Miss Paige. So what are your experiences with non-monogamy? You said you had that first, right?
Yeah.
So what are you willing to share with the audience and the panel about your experiences, your personal experiences with non-monogamy?
Like the pros and the cons.
Yeah, pros and cons. Yes.
I mean, so the pros is it's open and you can sleep with like whomever, like girls, guys, whatever you want, couple swap. Like it was a pretty awesome experience. My con was so my ex would always invite guys. So it would be like mainly guys, and it's a little weird. You know,
no, for sure. That's not
but
what most of us here at this panel would
Oh,
thought.
snap.
Right.
Yeah.
So, mind you, there was a couple girls too, but I never like really thought about it until this one time. He invited a guy, and then we go back to the room. Like they were drunk as fuck, and I remember sucking the friend's dick forever. Like it just wasn't getting hard, and I'm like, like, can you just fucking like, I'm over this. So then all of a sudden, my ex goes down and starts sucking his dick. And I was like, oh shit. Like I sat back on my heels and jaw open and I just watched like for a second, like, is this happening right now? Like, what the fuck? So eventually the dick's hard. And I'm like, hold on. Y'all both gay? Like,
Bruh.
what the fuck?
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Bruh.
Oh shit.
Bruh.
Yes.
Oh my god,
Talk
dude.
about a twist, man. Shit.
So, what are your thoughts on that? I have to go with
Fucking
SlideShow first because it's
Broke the fourth wall, bro.
100%. Bro, what do you do in that situation? What are you thinking, bro? What's through your mind right now?
Jesus Christ.
He's speechless. He doesn't know what to say.
Well, you would hope you're not in the situation because I mean, you either got to be the friend or the boyfriend.
yeah.
So.
Or you're gay.
Okay,
Like,
Crazy.
straight up, you're gay. There's no
Yes.
way around that. Like,
Wait.
yo,
And the friend let him do it.
the friend let him do it.
got hard. The friend didn't stop
my
hitting
God,
nothing.
bro.
And I was like,
Wait, oh god,
The fuck?
that's the wrong sound effect, bro.
Bruh.
Oh my gosh,
I wonder,
that's
like,
terrible, man.
because you know how
Bruh.
like you know how angels jot everything down. I wonder how like I wonder what they jot down in that moment. Like
Yo,
God, you're not gonna believe this. Like,
oh my god,
It's
bro.
probably just a bunch of like scribble scrabble, bro. They probably couldn't even
he
write
said,
that
"Yeah,
shit.
we gonna skip over that."
He said,
Probably just fucking chicken scratches,
on the
bro.
easel. They're like, they all stop writing. They look like it, bro. What the
Like,
fuck?
God, I can show you better than I
And
can tell
explain
you.
that shit
Yeah.
for real.
You see the angel in the back shaking his head. Just the like, bro, really playing himself.
Bro, just walk out the room.
He looks at his buddy. He's like, well, he lost her. She's gone. That's the end of that. That's a wrap. So in that moment, Paige, my gosh, what
were you thinking?
Yeah, take us back to your. How did you
So
feel in that situation? What happened?
I sat back on my heels and I was like, oh shit. Like, it was one of those, like, no fucking way. Like, this isn't happening. And then I'm watching and the dick's hard and I'm like,
Oh no!
like, y'all are both gay.
What made him
So
think that was okay?
Eventually, like, I walked out.
Like he didn't even
He didn't even. So
He didn't
he
even-
didn't stop him.
His
He
dick
just
was
did
okay.
it.
he didn't even look at her for confirmation or ask.
Nothing. Literally,
Is it all right?
I'm on my knees I'm trying to get this dick hard, and it's just fucking like
He's
not.
just
It's
like, he's just like,
noodles.
wait, no,
And then
no,
all
like
of a
this.
sudden, it was like, shoop, like
Oh,
let me show
no.
you, and I'm like, what the fuck is
I know what
happening
he likes.
right now?
It was like, I know what he likes.
But it was
Oh,
so then. So in that moment, like
Okay.
I got off my heels and I like left and I went into the living room. Like I don't even know what the fuck happened after that. But then like everything, I'm like, oh, he used to fondle his friends, like
Oh, God,
you know,
yeah.
like play around, like
Yeah.
oh. But I'm
No,
like,
we don't play like
She
that.
walks out and they keep going.
You have sugar in your tank, and that the realization, like, damn.
Yeah,
This
I
fool
don't know
is
about that.
And then like when I did bring it up to him and I was like, yo, you're gay. No, I'm not. I just like all sex things, but I'm like, no, fool, you're gay.
I think I speak for the men at this table when we say we're conflicted with what we just heard.
Like I'm sure none of y'all would put a dick in your mouth. So
no, fuck no.
So and there's nothing wrong with gay people. I love gay people.
Yeah,
but,
that's not what we're saying here,
as
but
my partner, nah.
That was
that was enough for you to exit from that after that, right? Of course.
That was my con because I was like, oh
Man.
shit, like this is a wrap.
So the pros, like, okay, so
It's the freedom.
wow.
That the freedom was the pros. To be honest, the cons is damn. You might end up with sugar in your tank.
Or STD.
That too.
That too.
But the fact that it was sus to me was when you said that he brought more guys into the bedroom than
I didn't
women.
even think
Like,
about it. You know,
yeah,
I was
no, for
just
sure.
like,
It's like, hey, man, you always bringing a home. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's like she's probably confused. Like, well, don't you want to bring a fine ass
Right.
girl that you see that you think would be dope for us to to check out together? Like,
yeah.
yo, because let's be honest, like, every straight guy's dream would be
It's two girls.
Two girls, yeah, bro. Like naturally, a straight guy would want two women, or maybe even
Yeah.
three. You know what I'm saying? Like,
like-
if you can handle it. But it's like, yo,
But
who's like, hey, I'm gonna invite my boy. Let's go, bro. You gonna dive in this with me today? Like, no one's thinking that.
At least not with their girl.
Yeah.
Nah, not with
mean-
their main girl. No way.
We had couple swaps too, but it was mainly guys. And on top of it, he had he bought me a strap on to like fuck him with, and I'm like,
Oh shit, bro.
but and
Bro. He played himself. I have to say it.
I'm so
sorry.
naive because I was like, he's like, oh, it's the man's G spot. It's the man's G spot, but like.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Oh my god, bro.
So I'm thinking like, oh, like this must be the man's G spot. Like I didn't know any better. Lo and behold, like
She's like, no wonder I couldn't get you off, you fucking weirdo. You want me to play with your ass while we doing this shit?
your little Fruit Loop.
You know, fruitcake, yeah.
Wow.
Again, that's all our gay viewers out there. We're nothing against you guys. You guys can do what you gotta do. We're gonna get canceled after this episode.
No, we're not.
No,
I
no,
love
no,
gay
no.
people.
Nah, no, of course. We're not shaming nobody either. So no. You're just telling us about your experience. That's
Yes,
all.
absolutely.
Yeah, you know for sure.
So you was hitting bro from the back. He was moaning and he was saying, yeah, you like that, huh?
Yeah.
What? You actually,
Yeah.
Paige, did that ever?
Yes, I had a strap on.
Did it? Yeah, bro, look at his face. I never knew this one either. Yo, this is new to us, bro.
What?
Oh my gosh. Yo, I swear,
Yeah.
man.
Damn.
Wow.
You know
You know
what?
what?
Though?
That reminded me of a saying, man.
What's the saying?
I forgot exactly how it goes, but it says something like
He's baffled. He's trying to gather himself. Go ahead, bro.
I forgot. I'm trying to remember how the saying goes, but it says something like, you know, the ocean is fun and deep.
But
Yo,
But it was saying, but even though it's endless, should you go and venture and get lost or something like that?
Yeah.
But it was basically saying like, he was basically saying like, I mean, and you know, everybody's different, but it was basically saying like, know your boundaries. Like just because you can't go all the way out there doesn't mean should you.
You're
It's
right.
like-
I don't mean that. Yeah,
Cause it's like she said, like, and it's not the first time I've heard it. Somebody has said the guy's G spot is, but somebody told me that, and I'm like, well, just because something's edible, should you eat it? And they said yes, and I was like, so you'd eat dog shit? It is edible.
Correct.
well, yeah, you can, but you shouldn't eat it. Obviously, that's what you're saying.
Yeah,
You
so it's
shouldn't
like,
always go
yeah,
in the
just because you
butthole.
could
Just because
do
you
it.
can, yeah. Just because
Yeah.
No, absolutely. I agree with that. That's true.
But I mean, that's just me. Everybody got it. Hey, if you like it, I love it.
Oh my gosh, bro. Yeah. Anyway, so my next question for you, Miss Paige.
Yes.
So it wasn't always open at first, right? What led to the non-monogamous portion of the relationship?
So he cheated numerous times. And then I found out, I think we were married for like 5 years. We already had our 2 kids. And one day, he told me, he like admitted all of it. And I was like, man. You motherfucker. So then from that point on, I was like, I'm going to cheat on you every chance that I fucking get.
Wow.
Mind you, he didn't know this. He'll probably know now. But so any chance that I got, I was sucking and fucking. Like, mind you, I never got an STD, but I was on a mission. Yeah. Because, like, I knew all his friends liked me. Like, I was going after coworkers, like, whomever. Like, I would have fucked his dad if he wasn't dead. I was, like,
okay, this episode's going viral, bro.
Yeah, I told you, bro.
I was on a vengeance, you know? So then, we kept our marriage. Like, we had the kids. We wanted to, mind you, I should have left, but we were like, okay, we're going to try and see where it goes. Eventually we opened the relationship up, and, it was open up for like a year, and then we're like, all right, it's time for a divorce. I dipped out. But during that year, it was like free for all. You know what I mean? Like, go do this, like, do whatever you want. Yeah. Oh, I'm out. Don't ask no questions. Like, that's,
I couldn't, bro. I'm too emotional for that. I couldn't do that, bro.
But even before that, like, even before the cheating, like, I remember dating him, and I was fucking like 16. Like, we had some threesomes with like girls, guys, and then when we got married, like.
And there was something spiteful. I remember you had told me about, but you mentioned a friend of yours that was in your room, in the where you gave birth. Like, she was in the room with you guys.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So you told me about that. I was like, bro.
But I didn't find out until like later. So I had my son, and this girl was my best friend, and it was also his best friend's old lady. So we were literally like pregnant together. I remember helping her with her baby. She had colic. Then she was pregnant with her second baby, and she was in the room with me when I had, not my son, it was my daughter. I was having my daughter, and she was in the room, and I found out that he fucked her. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? But to top it off, his best friend like hit him up and was like, oh, you fucked my bitch. You had to pay her to fuck her. And I'm like, you're paying bitches to fuck? And mind you, she was a linebacker looking, like, big back Dorito looking back. And I'm like, that's what you wanted? So
a Dorito bag.
That like, but I was more hurt, not because I lost my husband, because I lost her. Because she was my best friend. You know what I mean? So that fucking sucked, but it's okay, because I fucked her dude too.
Wow.
Yeah. Man. I told you I was on like 4. I was coming from blood. Everybody could get it.
Everybody can get it, man.
Yeah.
That's something, man. I'll tell you, look, see, so everybody has their versions of revenge, right? Yeah. So I understand that you took yours that way. And that's because you felt like it was necessary, right? You felt like you needed to do that to send your message in order basically to get it across, right?
I didn't even have to say anything. It was just for myself. Like, I'm doing all this for myself to know, like, I went up to you. Like, I never told my husband any of this. I was just like, fuck it. Like, this is for me.
Is there anything that you did that you feel like it was a little too, like, you were maybe spiteful, like, to the point where you're like, okay, maybe I shouldn't have took it that far.
The whole thing was spiteful.
Yeah, that's true.
Now I'm like calm, chill, cool, collective, but like, I wouldn't even think about doing that shit now. But like, prior to, I was like a demon. Like, I was on demon time.
Damn. Demon. Yeah. You got any questions you want to ask Paige about that, sir?
What would you say out of all your revenge and vengeance, what was the worst thing you think you did to him?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Probably fucked his best friend.
Damn. And the best friend went through it. That's crazy.
That's probably that is probably the worst thing. Because then, I mean, he did that to you though. That was your best friend.
It was a tit for tat type situation.
Tit for tat. Yeah.
Like, oh, an eye for an eye. I got you.
Yeah.
Dang, she went biblical with it.
Yeah.
Eye for an eye.
She went Old Testament.
He said she went Old Testament with
Yeah.
it. Because I mean, there's people that have gone to extents to do things where they've been with somebody and then they go back to their partner after the same day.
Oh.
Is there something like that? Like,
so, this right here is the worst thing. So, there was a bit of abuse in my marriage, right? And I remember, like, I went and slept with this one dude, and then I slept with he nutted inside me. I'm fixed, right? No fallopian tubes. Then I slept with a second dude, like, hours later. So I had 2 different, like, comes up in there. And then I went home, and this fool eats me out.
Yo!
Like, so besides sleeping with his best friend, I think that was probably the worst thing that I
that takes the cake.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a shot after that.
Yeah.
Hey, you want me to fill you up, bro?
A SlideShow, you need another shot?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Paige. You know
One
what?
more
That
won't hurt.
definitely. He said one more. Oh my gosh. Hey, Paige. I mean, as far as like being crazy enough to do something like that, I'll give you.
You do think like one of the boys.
Yeah.
I was coming for the soul.
We love
like,
you, Paige. We don't look at you any differently. Just know that,
Thank
okay?
you.
We love you. We don't look at you any differently. It's just, you're crazy. You're bold for that. I'll tell you that. That's some.
And the
that's not
fact
easy
that
to
he
do.
didn't even notice, like,
He
you
didn't taste
must
the
like
difference?
the taste to come because this ain't your first time.
Yo, I think he did. Did he look at you and be like, baby, you taste good?
He said,
Yeah, like,
He
ate
said-
that shit up.
Digging in.
Oh my
He said-
gosh.
he said, I recognize that taste.
Oh shit, that part. Because, he was already sus. So that's a good point. SlideShow brings a good
That's
point. He
crazy.
said he likes that taste.
Yeah.
So bro's like, yo, I've done it plenty of times before. Oh my
I got
god.
another question.
Yeah.
Do you regret any of it?
No. Not a well, I regret not leaving him sooner. I should have left. I should have been gone. But then I was like, fuck it, like home mode, activate,
After that, there's no going back. I agree with
Yeah.
her, bro. I honestly, Paige, you made the right move. Girl, you got the fuck out of there. She's like, okay,
I should have left sooner.
Yeah.
But I don't regret none of it. Like,
For some reason, like I think if I heard like any other female tell me stories like this, I'd judge them harshly. But because it's you, or just because like you had a harsh background, I'm like, damn, I kind of
makes
feel
sense.
that.
It
Yeah, I
makes
kind of
sense.
feel that. I understand.
Okay.
It's kind of like more like a legendary kind of thing. Like, damn, like that's something I'd ponder and like
Yo,
on my deathbed. Like, I
I'm
really
telling
did
you.
that.
Paige did that, bro. She just dropped the shells at the end. Like, I say, you know what? Checkmate.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. That's definitely, that takes the cake for the craziest, for sure.
Yeah.
That's a fatality, bro.
That
That is a fatality.
Bro, you know what? I'm glad
And the
you said
fact
that,
that,
bro.
the fact that bro
That's
didn't
up,
even
down,
know.
left, right, R2, left.
Man,
Bro, it was that moment where she's just like,
Finish him.
and then she did all right. And then when it finally happened,
Fatality.
you should just text him
Yeah.
randomly like, oh, hey, I was on a podcast. Just watch it.
just send.
I'm
Does he know?
I'm sure he's gonna see.
Oh shit!
I think he has social media. I don't.
Hey,
really-
bro,
I don't fuck with him.
I don't understand why you don't fuck with him. I
Yeah.
get it. If you see this though, man,
Fatality.
there's no coming back from that one, bro.
If you want to come on, we can have you on next.
Right, you can
Yeah,
tell
no.
your side of the story.
Give your side of the story. Did it taste good, bro? Did you taste
Oh yeah,
different?
we gonna for sure ask about that. Yeah,
Yeah, man.
Made you think that was
We
okay.
gonna ask him why you
Yeah.
thought that was okay. I mean, and the fact that he did that weird act with you in the bedroom, right? It made you kind of wonder in that moment where it's like, what the fuck made you think this would be okay?
He's not gonna answer that though.
Right, I can't believe.
Well,
you
did
put
he
a
try to tell
dick
you?
in your mouth? No, there was no
You can't explain
warning,
it.
no nothing.
You can
just
explain that shit.
Like
You
what?
can't. No, you can't, bro. I don't care how
Yeah,
you
he
say.
could be like-
but baby, I was in the moment. I
No,
don't give
he
a
could be
fuck
like-
what kind of moment you think
How do
you're
you
in. Like,
suck a dick better than me?
Oh.
What?
bro, that
Like that's
hey,
what was going
Hey,
through
but,
my head.
but to be
Yeah.
fair, he could say, I don't know if he practiced on the strap when he had it on, but
no, like
okay.
Or you might say some gay
It
shit
must
like, I
have
know
been
what he
some-
likes. My man, baby, I know what he likes.
Yeah.
Like,
Because in his defense,
Yeah.
like, if the lights was off, he could have said he thought it was you with the strap on, but
oh no,
Nah.
bruh.
no, there was a light
no,
still
no.
on.
Bruh.
Me,
I tried to help him. I try
No.
I believe Paige. Okay.
So do I.
I do too, but I just tried
bro.
to help.
It's done.
I just tried to help his story, but
Fatality.
there's really no coming back from that.
No,
though.
there's not.
He's done.
There's not. He's done.
Fatality.
It's already instead, bro. If freaking Mortal Kombat voice and all, bro.
Fatality.
Dunzo. That's it. You get 4. We're done now.
I feel bad for bro.
Huh?
I feel bad for bro.
I do. I mean, I don't. I don't either, bro. It's disgusting, bro. Like you just sit there and live
Nah,
with that
but
legacy.
I mean, it must be a mental thing. Well, mental.
it has
like,
to be. No, there's no doubt. Yeah, but of course.
Well, it's mental,
Because I don't know what would
Mentally,
make you
you're
wanna
off.
He
You're
made a
off for that
cognitive
shit.
decision to do.
It sound like it was subconscious. He didn't think about it.
Oh no, he thought about it.
Yo,
I'm
bro.
sure he thought about that shit.
I don't care. He was an
That seems pretty
alcoholic,
deliberate,
so
huh?
you can't even blame it on the liquor because you always are drunk.
Yeah.
So no,
That just seems
absolutely not.
It just seems too like deliberate. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. No.
Right, bro had to get on his knees
Too
first.
It's hella
Yes.
deliberate, bro. It's like,
Exactly.
oh fuck, bro. This is.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like why would you? I don't get it. You're doing that's like extra. You're doing extra.
No
Yeah.
facts.
You're gay for sure.
No, what? There's no doubt. That's there's no way to justify that,
can't.
to make her give you a pass for that. No, you're gay, bro. You're fucking gay.
Yeah.
The fact that she said it, I love how Paige put it too, because dude, she was sucking it and it stayed flaccid. Like, you're gay, bro. You didn't like a female's mouth with her. Come
both
on,
of
bro.
them. Both
Both
of
of them.
What?
Yeah.
Because how you get
How
inflated
you
when he
gonna
start
get
doing it?
hard when
Think about
this
it, bro.
fool has
He's
it
gay
in
too. Yeah,
your
because think about
mouth?
okay, so yeah, you needed your homie to put his mouth on it for you to get hard. Like,
Yes.
He said, "Oh,
Bruh.
this is
and you
new."
can see that it's a man
new.
sucking your dick.
like
And
yeah,
you
bro.
still get
He said
hard.
his throat is softer.
No.
He said his
Yeah.
throat is softer. Oh my gosh,
That's
bro.
crazy.
Absolutely
Yo, bro.
not.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Yeah, bro. I'm good.
Hell no.
That's what I mean, bro. Some
That's
things,
sacrilegious,
some
bro.
things are
That's
just
sacrilegious,
not
man.
meant.
Bro,
to,
he needs
like you
he
could
needs
go,
a mind reset, bro.
you could probably go stand at the edge and look over, like metaphorically speaking, like okay, try
Bro needs
this
to log
new,
off.
try that new. But when you jump off like that's going too
Oh,
far.
man.
That's
Like,
going too
basically,
far.
it's almost like, you know, I didn't even need to hear all that. You know what I'm saying?
That's true, bro.
That's,
No.
yeah.
That was a little, yeah.
That's beyond stuff, actually. That's like, he's actually convicted. You know what I mean?
Yeah, at that point, because like, how else do you do? I mean, there's no way to justify it, right? So obviously, I mean, you got to admit it to yourself. Like, I'm like, what did he try to tell you? Like, to try to convince you to try to keep you like, well, babe, it really wasn't like that. I was just in the heat of the moment. No, you're fucking gay, bro. There's no heat of the moment. I'm sorry.
feel guilty.
No one's exactly. So you trying to cover it up that way is just gonna make it worse. Like, she's not. That doesn't make it any better. So. Did it end immediately after that? Like, you left immediately, right? Did you just pack your shit and then come back? Or how did
No,
it-
because
thought
it's not
about
that
it?
hard. Like when you have kids in the mix, like I was
Of
working
course.
at piss poor. I was working at
Damn.
a school district, working on my teacher's degree. Like
It's crazy.
I had so much invested in this.
Mm-hmm.
So that happened. I want to say it was like December, January, maybe like December or January, and then I didn't end up leaving until June.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well,
As you know, and as open as you guys were to like, you know, trying new people and stuff like that, she even said it herself, like there's still a boundary.
yeah.
Like, because once he did that, she was like, "Oh yeah, that's it." Like that, like
Yeah.
you crossed that boundary.
Yeah.
So even then, there's still boundaries.
That's just,
You crossed the boundary.
of course.
Oh,
hell yeah,
100, bro. Look, the fact that it was an open relationship, right? So that's it's okay to have, but you still there's boundaries even within that, right? So it's okay to test the boundaries, but not test them like that. That's right. I'm sure you obviously
That
you
was
agree.
that was
he
a
drunk or
bit
something?
much.
What I mean by test the
He's
boundaries.
always drunk. He was. I don't know how he is now, but like he was always drunk.
But you know,
See,
what
but
they say.
what
that was
I
his
mean by that,
normality.
so what I mean by that is like you know exactly. So what I mean by testing the boundaries though is like, okay, you can fuck another girl and I'll fuck another guy. That's obviously for most of us, it might bother you to see your woman getting racked by somebody else, right, or getting railed by somebody else. That is already kind of pushing it, right?
Right.
But it's an exceptional push because you're doing the same thing.
You agree to
She
it.
has
Yeah, that's the boundaries.
She agrees
That's the
exactly. You're
boundaries.
agreeing to that, right? There's nothing gay about it.
Right.
He's fucking another female. You're fucking another guy. There's nothing
Correct.
gay about it. That's what makes it okay. If you guys are accepting those boundaries, right? But when you go on just the same sex,
Right.
what the fuck, bro?
Right.
You're gay. Yeah, you
crossed
just
the border.
You crossed the border now,
Yeah.
and
Absolutely.
now you breached our contract of understanding. Like, what the fuck is this? You know,
Right.
you know. So, and you,
Ain't
you
no
said,
turning back from that shit.
and you guys are swap partners, so you know that was experience that you.
And I'm sure if he would have put another man's dick, like if we swap partners, they probably would have socked him out. Like,
hell yeah, imagine.
So,
bro, it's because
they're
his
both
friend
gay.
allowed it. I like
Yeah,
that. She's right.
they're both gay.
Dude, that makes sense. So imagine a straight guy that was there for Paige. Was like, hell yeah, I'm here for her.
He would have
Obviously,
fought him.
bro, that's fighting on sight.
Oh, yeah,
That's like
most
imagine,
definitely.
bro. Imagine she stops. She's like, oh, I don't know, baby, let's try something different. And what the fuck are you
Well,
doing?
he wouldn't
Like,
even
yeah,
let him
you know
get
what I'm
that
saying?
close
Like,
to him.
Exactly. I was about to
Yeah.
say what he about to say.
He wouldn't even let them get that
Exactly.
close. Like, what are you walking
Oh,
over to me
that's
for?
what I'm saying. You saw my reaction, right? Like he's
Or
probably
what are
like,
you pushing
he
her
might-
out
he
the
might
way
look-
for?
He
Why
might
are you on your knees?
Exactly. He might look at Paige and be like, all right, Paige, let's just try something different. Maybe I could turn you around. And then bro goes in, what the fuck are you doing? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, you know what I'm
People out
saying?
the
You
room.
jumping back immediately like, oh, well, wait, bro.
That fool get kicked out.
I'm about to fuck
Yeah.
you up now. Like, what is that? What did you just try to do right now?
Right.
Get out the room.
Well, I just thought.
You just put him on
We're
timeout
done.
in the corner.
Nah, out the room.
He said, he said, you can go wait in the hallway. I'm going to continue this with her, but you got to get the fuck out. You got to go over
It's
there and
like-
kick rocks.
You can't even be a fucking cuck in this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You
gotta
can't
get
even
out.
watch.
Yeah,
I don't want you to
gotta get
watch.
out.
Nah, you get the fuck out. All the way out. Like, in the hallway. Don't think about what you did.
Outside with the
or
dogs.
attempted to do.
Right.
with the dogs. So let's go ahead and try. Do you have anything else you want to add to the non-monogamous, relationship or what your experiences were? I mean, you pretty much icing on the cake there already.
Nailed it.
Yeah, you nailed it. I think
you carried the episode.
you definitely did, Paige. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, no, it was unapologetic. But now going over to Furious, what about you, sir? Have you ever been in anything similar to what Paige just shared with us?
I mean-
Did you ever find yourself in an agreement with another woman where it was non-monogamous and you guys had a free roam to maybe even bring and introduce, have threesomes? Anything along those sorts, or just?
I mean, at the time, because I was in my early 20s, I wouldn't say I didn't really ask about that. So I mean, I was in I was non-monogamous because I was dating multiple women, but I wasn't like, oh, let's have a threesome. I for some reason I just didn't think of that shit. I don't know why. I mean, at that time too, I was very like hyper aware of like STDs and shit. So I was always like getting checked and shit, you know. So, but I was still messing around, you know. But I've never was like, like let me have this girl and this girl come together. Like I probably could have done that shit, but it just never,
Never did it.
But like,
Understandable. So you could have done it, but
yeah.
it's kind of like one of those things.
I
where,
didn't think about that shit.
Yeah,
at
I
the
hear
time,
you.
You know,
No, facts for sure.
but what was the?
No, but I was to coin off that. So the closest thing you had to it, would you say, was just like, I mean, I guess that doesn't really count though. Like if you're not really official, because of her situation, right? It was an actual relationship, but they allowed it to take that route, almost to try to attempt to save it, right?
It was an
You're
official.
like, instead of cheating on each other,
non-monogamous
fuck it, let's just try this shit where we, do things together and see if we can keep it or salvage the relationship. in a
You're basically
sense.
saying like it was. What you're saying is that it was officially
No.
non-monogamous.
So why it happened? Because we were just like, fuck it. Like if you want to cheat and I'm gonna cheat, like we might as well open this bitch up.
I see what you're saying.
Right.
Like this is what's happening. We'll just we'll give it a
Just
go.
trying to make it work.
Yeah.
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 But like, yeah, so like I didn't have an open relationship with anyone. I was dating multiple women. You know what I mean?
course,
so,
yeah.
but it wasn't like an open relationship with either. I mean, of course, I was open because I'm dating both of them.
Of
But
course.
they, to me, for them,
Did they know about it though?
They probably thought it was exclusive. Of course, at that time, I didn't tell them.
He said, "Hell no."
Nah,
They didn't know I was
didn't tell
playing
them
them.
at
So
that
they're
time.
like, he's cheating on me.
One actually did. She was like, and because she
That's
only-
my man. No, that's
because
my man.
She only spoke Spanish, right? Like she only spoke Spanish, and she was like, you have novia, like because that means girlfriend.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh nah, but I was like, but she knew, it's something intuition told her,
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just,
Man, hey, I just realized, bro, my shot glass, is that mine or yours over there? That's yours.
bro.
Oh
That one's
shit.
yours. That's
Fuck,
yours.
you been drinking out of mine, bro.
That's
You
all
only
right.
did it once.
You ain't got no cooties, right?
No,
You don't got no.
you got no herpes, right?
You never went and sucked another man's
You
dick.
can
I gotta worry
see.
about.
Oh yeah, no. You got the wrong man. You
gonna edit that out?
The wrong man.
I just fucking with you, bro. I hope you never did that.
You gonna edit that out?
What?
You gonna edit that out?
What?
That part right there?
Should I?
Or did you just ask them?
Oh, I mean, you can do whatever you want. I know what I did and didn't do.
I'll take it out. You take it out. Ask him, is it safe to drink with a shot glass? Or you do some shit with your lips I don't want to know about, man? I was just fucking with you, man. But let's take another shot, man. This has been a great
You
episode.
want some more, man?
Yeah, he needs a refill.
Well, that's your second, huh?
Yeah,
This your third, Ryan.
this is your third, brother. You're ahead of the poll right
It's still a
now.
little early, so
Yes, sir. But man, this has been a great episode so far, man. It's been one of them for the books.
we
for
might
sure.
get flagged, but
Oh well, that's part of the assignment.
thank you.
Time is talk, and YouTube knows this by now too. We don't edit shit out. What do we say, fellas? Hashtag leave it in.
Leave it in.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Nah, man. What you told me the other day? Push and pray?
Oh yeah, we do the push and pray method. And some girls it's safe to shoot up the club. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yes.
hey man, push and pray method. We live by the push and pray method. The hashtag leave it in.
And shoot up the club.
And shoot up the club. Yeah, there you go.
She ready to take hers, though.
Yeah.
She's
All
ready
right,
to
let's
take
do
her.
it. Y'all ready? Let's do this.
Wow.
He said, wow. All right. Yeah. So,
But yeah, I mean, are we still talking about like pros and cons of it?
yeah.
I'll say the only con or one of the cons about non-monogamy is that you're kind of like, I mean, if you're with multiple women or partners, you're like spread almost like too thin. Like you really can't connect with one because you're divided. You know, like you're spending time with all these people and energies and all that stuff. So, and not only that, it gets addicting too. Because you have so much freedom, like you can go when you want, you can come when you want. You know what I'm saying? You can leave.
It's unheard of. It's like, yeah, and every man's like, oh shit. I mean, it's heard of, but you know what I mean. It's like taboo to have a relationship like that.
Yeah,
now,
but it's like not like necessarily like on tap, but it's like you don't really have to chase anything. I'm saying it's there's no strings in essence. You know what I mean? In my opinion.
No, yeah.
So I'll say that's one of the one of the pros is the freedom, and the cons is that is you get spread too thin. You're spread too thin, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
no, for
you
sure.
really can't focus on one because there's so
many, there's so many dynamic different factors that are being introduced all the time. You know what I mean?
And especially when you introduce sex and all that, like there's a lot of things that change. Like sex is fucking powerful.
Oh yeah,
really powerful. As much as people think it doesn't mean anything. Like that shit's a really powerful thing. Like that's why everyone's here. You're all here because your parents fucked.
You can bring life. Yeah.
So it has a very big, it holds a very big weight on it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, no, for sure. You can't downplay it.
Yeah,
it's life. It creates life.
Think about it. That's the ultimate thing. Even when it comes to cheating, when it comes to making a baby, when it comes to showing someone like the ultimate love somebody, like it's usually sex.
Yeah,
that connects you.
And it's just crazy. Like it's designed like that. Like God knew what He was doing.
Yes, He did.
Designing a vagina and designing a penis. Like He knew. You know what I'm saying? Like He just made it. It's like you because you can't as a man you cannot recreate that anywhere else. You can't recreate that without a woman. And
no, you can't.
And as a woman, you can't recreate that without a man.
No, you can't. No, you can't. And I mean, we're not going to get too much into because that's like a taboo topic too. Yeah. But I mean, you can't reproduce without one man and one woman. So that's just a scientific fact. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So if your viewers are audio listeners out there and viewers that take offense to that, sorry, but that's just a scientific fucking truth. You know what I mean? Whether you believe in God or not, right?
Well, don't say scientific because they might change that.
I was a surrogate for a gay couple. I had twins 5 years ago, a boy and a girl. It was one of each of their babies, but it took me
to make it happen.
Yeah, to make it happen.
So it's like, you still need a woman. You still need a woman. So it's absolute. It's resolute. Yep. That's the word you like to use, and it's true. It is resolute. There's no other option around it. Like this, absolute. That's just the way it is.
Don't hate, appreciate.
Yep. 100%. And then I was going to ask you. So that's all you had to add to that, right? You don't have anything else you want to? Okay. What about you, SlideShow? You ever find yourself in a situation like that? Not the particular situation but the situation of being in a non-monogamous situation, like with a woman, and where you guys had an agreement to be.
No. I've never.
He said no.
I've never desired a threesome or like to be in two relationships at the same time. I think the only thing that I've done that's closest to that. Damn, that shit is hidden. I think the only thing that I've done that's closest to that is I was single, but I was dibbing and dabbing over here. But I never. I mean, my story. They met up at my house type of thing. But
oh yeah, you want to share that or not? So go ahead, tell them what's up. What happened?
I was getting out of one relationship. I can't confirm or deny whether I was completely out already or not, but I thought I was. So, so that you
and her had a different understanding of what over meant, apparently, right?
Yeah, right. I mean, but that's why I didn't really understand the concept of a boyfriend and girlfriend, because it's like, I love you, I just can't be with you, or I don't want to be with you, whatever the case may be. So I thought we was broken up. So I didn't talk to her for like 3-4 days, and then I was talking to this other chick already, and it was the honeymoon phase or whatever. She had came to my house, and then we went for a little walk around my neighborhood. It was like sunset, and I was at the park for a little bit. The park is like down the street from my house, and I think I think I don't know. It's weird with boyfriend and girlfriends because you never know when you're completely like detached from that person or what the terms of conditions are.
Yeah.
When it's like quote unquote breaking up. So even though we weren't together, we still had each other's location kind of thing, so we could see where each other's at. And damn, y'all trying to. Yeah.
You calling out today, sir?
You know the crazy thing is,
I might
bro?
call out with you. Let's get it.
I could call. Hey, don't influence me right now.
It's a Tuesday. You're going to work.
You're going to work.
Drink
bro.
some fucking water, eat some rice. You'll be fine. You call out on like a Friday or a Saturday.
Yeah, she's making.
You don't call out on a Tuesday.
She's making the good.
All right,
It's only
thank you
5
for
shots,
holding me
bro.
accountable.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. All right, so then we were chilling at the park for a little bit, and the sunset turned into dark, right? And then,
Shit, sorry.
So then I started heading home,
Yeah.
or she parked her car at my house, and then we started heading back to my house. And tell me why, we're just, talking, chopping it up, this, that. And then my house is like a straightaway, like maybe like a whole block, just a straightaway.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's a corner house. So you can see it on the corner, just walking straight down. And you know what it looked like.
Yep.
And then,
Been there.
yeah, so we, everything is perfect. We're just like, it's quiet. We're just walking, talking. She's talking. She's explaining something. And then, I don't know why. I think I had turned off my location because I'm like, what'd be the odds of like her just randomly popping up since I wasn't talking to her for like 4 days straight? So I turned off my
You wouldn't
location.
think she'd be crazy enough to show up. Yeah.
So then, right. So then, we're walking back towards my house and tell me why. Like I just see a car. It was a little dark, so I couldn't tell what the car was. So I was like, okay, there's a car in front of my house. And I'm still listening to her talk, but I'm already already down there.
My boy's like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Oh shit. The heart dropped when you realize
And then
this car
I'm
was.
like, what? I don't know what made me turn my location off, but I turned it off because I knew she was gonna pop up. But then, so then I got a little closer, and then I see somebody standing at my front door.
Oh, she got out of the car. She was waiting for you at the door.
Yeah, she was waiting at the door.
Did you get snatched up?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm too big to get snatched up.
Oh, okay.
So, okay.
So then-
clarify.
I get a little closer, and then I'm like, and then she's still talking. At this point, I'm like, yeah, you need to shut up right about now. Because, like, it's crazy because I've seen it in movies, but I didn't know it was a real thing. Like, I went from, like, hearing English to hearing wah, 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 wah. Like, my mind completely
realization.
tuned
Like,
her
it's
the fuck
about to go
out.
bad right now.
And I just heard wah, wah. And then, like, it's because I scoped, and then the same time I seen her, she seen me. So we was locked in, and she already seen who I'm walking with. And she like, oh, that's that bitch from the hospital. And then, and then my mind told me, we was like, yeah, bro, we don't know what we gonna do, but I know whatever we do, we gonna remember this forever.
Here we go.
And then I'm just like, and then we walking up, and then I'm like, all right, fuck it, there we go then. This is one for the books. And then I told her, I looked over, I said, hey, this is my ex, just go straight to your car, and then I hit you up. She probably wanna, I had to lie a little bit. I was like, she probably want to talk about getting back together or something like that. So then I quickly hugged her, got her in the car, and then I told her, "Dip, I'll hit you up later." And then she dipped, and then she was like, "Oh, who's that?" And then I was like, "Oh, don't worry about who that is. You need to worry about what we got going on."
Yeah.
And then I kind of like from there, I just kind of like
Steered it away.
redirected
Steered
the
it away.
situation. Yeah. So, but I mean, as far as like no threesomes, but I was like 1 week I was over here, then 1 week I was over there, kind of thing, or like
Back and
one
forth.
day here, then 3 days later here. So, but never like. But it's kind of messed up because, and I take responsibility for that because she knew. I believe my ex knew what was going on, but I don't think she wanted to call it out until she actually did. And
So there's
then
hard
confirm
proof.
it. Yeah. Hard
yeah,
evidence.
but that's at least for me. That's where I get confused, and that's why I say there's no pros, only cons. Because for me, when it comes to the aspect of women, I know whatever I do is just because I'm trying to fill a void of my father walking out of my life at a young age. So I try to compensate for, like, I try to make up for that love, and I just
deeper. Yeah.
yeah. So
You're
like
looking for it any way you can get it.
yeah, so I like in that sense, I try like not to like. I'm like, oh, like don't become a womanizer or don't become like a I forgot what the other word is, but it's kind of like the same thing. I'm like, you can't do that. So then like, that's why I'm kind of tougher. That's why I'm kind of tougher on myself. Why I said like, oh, like it's either marriage or like it's kind of nothing. Because that's I hold myself to that type of accountability. You should hold
yourself accountable.
Yeah, because at the same time, on the other side of the token, I'm like, I respect the women that I like share those experiences with. So it's like I don't want to, I don't want to hurt them. Like I don't want my feelings to be hurt, but I also don't want your feelings to be hurt.
Yeah, but you have to worry about your happiness at the end of the day.
That's true.
Nobody gives a fuck about your happiness.
True.
So, like, don't depend on your happiness with other women because it ain't it. You have to make yourself happy. You can't look for it in other women or relationships.
But that's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, so that's why I was like, I kind of used to be like, women, but I kind of like, I see like the more I do that, the more I make things worse.
You become a pimp.
Nah.
The more you become a pimp,
but
yeah.
and then I hold myself, like I always keep in the back of my head, like, you know what God expects of you.
Okay.
So it's like, that's why like I just try to hit my standard high.
Okay, but so you know better. You can't be fucking.
No, I know.
Girls.
Of course, I know
God
better. But hold on, wait.
He's still human, though.
No. See, and look, I don't want you to get the wrong idea. I don't have a million women or anything, but it's just like every time one does pop up,
he's a piece of change or two.
Every time, hey, and I don't mess with a lot of women, but every time it does come up, it's just like.
A sin is a sin.
He's like, tell us how you tell us how you. He's like, you slay him, bro.
Now I just see that. I just see, they're beautiful, but I
he's shooting whatever it is. He's got the looks to shoot right now.
Don't give me that look. I see like, the more beautiful they are, the more crazy they tend to be. I hate to say it like that.
Okay.
I hate to say it like that.
You're getting her started, though.
I hate to say it like that.
Yeah, that's kind of true, though.
But it's true. But it's like now I'm just trying to learn how to like condition myself. Like I crack jokes with him, like, I'm about to, there's a pretty girl right here. Let me, but in reality, I know I contain myself. In reality, he does that. He does that.
For the most part.
For the most part.
Yo,
I behave myself.
Yeah,
because I know Jesus Christ is watching.
But is that only because he's watching?
Hell yeah.
So then,
that's like,
is it genuine?
Get you started, bro.
Is it genuine then?
Yeah, but you're supposed to live your life.
It's like he said. It's like he said, bro. It's like he said earlier.
Don't involve me in this shit.
Listen,
don't involve me in this shit.
Listen, bro. Listen. Like he said. Hey, bro. Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't you say earlier? Everybody looks, but out of respect, you don't say nothing. Is that what he said?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? That's valid too, bro. Because it gotta be from the heart, right? So that's valid. I see that. I can see that too. But it's a catch-22.
Yeah.
For me, it's a catch-22. God is still working on me. That's my excuse.
We have fun. We have fun.
We're all sinners here, right?
We are all sinners. Yeah, we are.
Yes.
No one here is better than the other one. Honestly, we've all guilty.
We're
of
all
it.
equal.
Yep.
We all have different paths. We're on the same destination.
100%.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? Some of us are going to have more fun on our path. Some of us are just not going to have more fun.
Yo, that's true, bro.
He said some of us is going off the far end. Some of us is crossing the borders. Others is just staying on the other side of the border.
However wherever we look at it, man, bro, you're only here once, man. And it's true. Life is what you make it.
It is.
Regrets and all, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those things, bro.
I don't think you should have any regrets, though. Like,
no, I agree.
This is why everything happens for a reason. So this is why. Okay, no. Everything happens for a reason. Like people die, people get married, people divorce. Like everything happens for a reason.
That's true.
There's a reason for everything.
Even
so you shouldn't have regrets. Just like, damn, that sucks. I shouldn't have done that.
But I'm over
like,
it.
over it.
We're
Like,
good.
you build a bridge and you get over it. Like, everything's going to
Nothing
be
important that
okay
way.
at the end of the day.
No, I
You-
agree.
To add to that, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Regret doesn't, regret is only regret, you know? It's a reminder that, hey, I
happens.
should have did better.
That
you know
part.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, that
So
part.
I'm not saying that it's a necessary thing. Just like fear, even though as useless as people think fear is a very useful type of thing. You
No,
know what
yeah,
I'm
for
saying?
sure.
So it's like it's all there for a reason. Just like you said, everything happens for a reason. You know. So regret, it's just a reminder. Like, okay, like don't do the same mistake if you don't want this result. You know.
Right.
That's what
Correct.
That's
you
where
want to say
wisdom comes
something.
in.
I can
That's
tell.
it.
No,
You
I
want to
was gonna
say
say something.
All right, do we need to take a
Say
shot
it
first?
with your chest.
Say it with your chest, bro. All right. Come on, bro.
Well, see, the thing is like, and I don't know, but I just be tripping because I just hold God at the forefront. I just don't want to do like nothing stupid and then die in that sin per se.
I understand.
Regret it.
Well, no, not regret it. Like you
don't wanna
die
die
in
in the
that
sin,
sin,
yeah.
and then
I
I
hear
was
you.
like, bro, what was that last thing you was doing good? But what was that last thing you did?
Now you going to hell. I get it.
Damn.
I
I'd
get
regret it. I'd regret it though. At that point, I'd be like,
Yeah.
damn, I'm fucked.
Yeah, you're like, oh,
Damn.
my bad.
But you have all this time to like, you're a sinner, so
Like,
you
I can't
can
do shit
repent
about it now.
for your sins.
Yeah.
But what you're supposed to do is get better. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you can't just be like, oh, I'm with Maria and I'm gonna go over here and fuck Felicia every night and
She said
just
Felicia.
and I'm
Felicia.
and I'm gonna pray to God and be
That's a
like,
good name.
oh,
No, you're right. Yeah.
please
Can't do that.
God forgive me. Like,
and you
no.
know, and you're gonna do it again.
Because you didn't mean it. Yeah,
Absolutely
you
not.
need to go
You're
clap more
not-
cheeks later.
You're not
like,
for real. Like, be for real. You
Faith
know?
without works is dead, basically, right?
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
yep.
You gotta be
as long
true about
as
that
you're
shit.
working on yourself,
But
Hey,
you
nah.
have to be working on yourself faithfully.
I heard
You can't be
somebody-
working
No,
on yourself.
that's true. That
Yeah.
part. Yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
heard
Don't be-
somebody, bro. I heard somebody.
don't
Somebody
just-
messed up, bro. Somebody messed up. I was listening to two people talking. Somebody messed up,
Uh-oh.
and the dude said, "Why you not gonna repent?" And he said, "Why I'm gonna repent for if I'm gonna do it again?"
oh shit.
Oh.
But he didn't mean it. He didn't mean it like he didn't mean
meant it.
He
He
meant,
meant that shit. Yeah. I
No,
agree.
but he was keeping it
He
real.
meant
He
it.
was like,
But that's
I
what I'm
want
saying.
to stop, but
He's
I don't know
keeping
how.
it. No, but he's keeping it real. Yeah. He's
You
like,
need
I'm not
to
gonna.
pray though. Like
That's
you don't know
I
how
agree.
to stop. Like
Okay,
pray.
okay.
But for
Help
okay,
me.
Paige.
But for
Yeah.
some others,
No, you're
for
right.
for some, it's fun. For others, like they like
They
they're
want to
stuck
do
in
that
that cycle.
shit.
They're stuck
They,
in the
No,
cycle.
they
they
are.
want to
They are
do
stuck
it.
in that
That's
cycle.
why.
No, I agree.
But at the end of the day, it's a choice.
Just stuck in the cycle.
It's a deliberate choice.
It is.
People are not slaves
Yeah.
to their desires. Don't get me wrong.
But that's what addiction
desires
is.
No, I'm saying desires are tempting. But even if you're addicted, you are the ultimate decider in whether you take it or not. Whether your body hurts or aches or not,
Yeah.
you can be like, nah, I'm not gonna take it. As much as it hurts, as much agony as you're in, you have the final say. That's how powerful we are. But people are fucking lazy.
But it's
And
easier said
people-
than done,
What
though.
is it?
Are unaccountable-
Gluttony, greed,
Greed, sloth,
sloth.
pride,
Yeah.
avarice,
Yeah.
covetousness.
Hey, some people.
I think there's one more.
Hey, some people struggle though.
Yeah.
Some people struggle.
They do.
Nah, facts.
But at the end of the day, it's on the individual.
It is.
them.
It is.
On
It
them.
is.
Your
It is.
circumstance is secondary. You are the primary agency in your destiny.
in
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
journey in life.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Like this is all you. It's your life. You decide how it goes, what you make of it, what you do with it.
Mm-hmm.
So
But sometimes, would you guys agree? Sometimes it takes like.
everything in you.
Or, I mean, yeah, that. But
Yeah.
Or it takes a turn. Or you take-
Yeah, yeah.
I think I'm under the impression some things you just can't shake though.
Nah, it's gonna happen to you. It's
You just gotta fucking learn. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
damn, I got a knife
Yeah.
in my back. Let me keep it pushing. I gotta
No.
keep going.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
you
And
gotta
it
embrace that
sucks.
shit.
You got to find a way to get
Like,
over it.
yeah,
hold on.
you have
You have
all
to
these
embrace it, too.
traumas.
Yeah.
So you have traumas in life, and you can either
Let them build you up.
So
Run
you
from
can
it.
either learn from it or run from it. You know, you
That's
can
true.
make it wiser, or you can become wiser.
All right, Thanos.
Okay, Thanos.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thanos. Okay,
You can
Thanos.
become wiser, or let it.
He said Thanos. Let me get her the glove. Let me get her the
What's my
gauntlet.
rings?
Get her the gauntlet real quick. The stones real quick.
Or you let it hinder you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Like I love life. So
You know
like
what? I got to do this.
He about to go get the glove. I'm
He's
sorry.
gonna drag you,
He's
bro.
about to go get the glove.
there's a glove.
He has a gauntlet.
Okay.
Okay, so metaphorically speaking,
Okay.
hip replacement. You know, your hip got messed up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get a little hip replacement.
Artificial.
Yeah. Sometimes
Okay, now
y'all
you're
still,
cyborg.
Sometimes you
Fuck
still.
yeah.
Sometimes you still got that little. No. Well, yeah. You
Hell
got that.
yeah.
You got that little metal plate. He went to go get his toy.
kids, man. You know what I'm saying?
He is the kid.
All right,
There you
man.
go, girl.
Let me get $1 billion.
This is heavy duty.
Oh yeah, that's legit.
Hell yeah.
We got Thanos with us.
You're gonna
man,
have
so
trouble naming
You
this
play with us
episode.
more than your kids, so
I'm around the corner like, you better chill. I'm gonna snap you out of existence. I'm over there like, you better chill and listen to me before I snap you out of existence.
But can you snap with it?
You can.
Oh,
Like
sorry.
so it's a middle. So how do you snap with your middle finger, right? So she's got to like pull the. You got
My
to pull
hand's
the
probably
tab.
too big for that shit.
Try it.
No, you can do it. Try
Are you
it.
sure?
Yeah.
My hand's pretty big, bro.
Yeah, it's big.
It's not going in.
It's not. Oh wow! Here we go.
He
Damn.
needs a magnum.
Need a Magnum, my boy.
Oh, so I
Oh, you got it in?
Oh, it works.
Yeah, you got it.
You got it?
It
Oh
works.
yeah.
You got.
So now just
you got it in.
these two.
Yeah.
Make
figured it out.
Make that the
Yeah.
pin. Make that the pin.
Yeah.
Wait, hold up. But how do I snap
I
it?
got that shit from Disneyland, man.
those
So
snap.
yeah, you got
Oh,
to
wait,
the middle
maybe-
finger, and you'll hear it pop. Watch.
use
There you go.
this.
Watch. Hold those two again. And let go.
No, these two.
That was a snap. You heard it.
That's not.
Oh, it
Yeah.
was?
What do you? Let me see. So like I'll show you. It's kind of like all right. So the snap, from what I understood, what I read in the little thing was you gotta do the middle finger and the. So or is it these two? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You broke it, man.
I heard it though.
My bad.
He told you he had big fingers.
Fuck, bro. No.
I heard it though. I heard
the battery's
this.
on?
Yeah, I heard it.
That's right here. Lots of. Here, these two. You hear it? That's the snap.
All right.
It's just dying. Actually, the battery's dying. The battery just died.
Okay.
So yeah, that's that. We put the gauntlet. We'll put that over.
Bro, for some reason, bro, I
Over
thought
here.
that my
For
fingers
Paige.
actually went into the thing, but it's just a little pulleys on it.
The
I'm all trying to fucking jab my hand in there and shit.
Yeah, bro, it's just funny, man. You know, but hey, you know what? This is just turned interesting real fast, though. She just snapped people out of existence right now. You know what I'm saying? Paige came real with us, man. But anyway, man. So this is a great conversation, y'all. Slaps, you might put that over there.
Should have.
Thank you, bro. You
You're
can hold
too
on to it if
big.
you want. You hold on to it if you want. Put it on.
You should have used this when they did that gay stuff.
Oh shit! All right, man. Anyway, man. All right.
Undone.
Anything you want to add to that, sir? Before we wrap this episode?
Nah,
Undone. Like you said.
He said, "Undone, undone."
nah, but so you guys think like when it comes to those traumas, like we were talking about that, because like I was listening to a pastor say like that whole forgive and forget thing, that's not even biblical. Like
Nah.
you could, that's not even possible.
What, to forgive and forget?
Yeah,
I mean, it depends on what
mean,
the
you
trauma
can
is.
forgive,
It
but
depends-
You're probably
you'll
never
never
Depends on what,
forget.
it depends on what it is. If it's severe enough to where you're like, bro, I'm
If
never
it's
gonna
a
forget
trauma,
that shit.
it's severe enough.
Yeah,
Like if it's
nah,
enough
for sure.
to say like this is my trauma,
Yeah.
yes. But like my thing is, if you're willing to forgive, yes, you're gonna remember it. But like forgiveness is a whole different entity. Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
you're
it is.
never gonna bring it up.
Yeah.
You can't like
Even
there's
though you
use it.
remember
Yeah,
it.
you can't
Even though
use
you
it.
remember
even
it.
though you remember it, like, damn, that sucks. It's in the back of your head.
Yeah.
But you
You
cannot
don't
bring
bring
it
it
up.
up.
But you have all these women and you have all these men that bring it up like, oh my God, you did this.
Rub
you
it
did
in.
that. But like,
Yeah.
no, you're supposed to forgive them.
Yeah.
Let
That's
it
not
go.
forgiveness.
No,
what
it's not.
you're doing. You're bringing it up. You're not forgiving anyone. Like,
That's
you
a
need to
grudge.
get over that shit. That's a grudge. Exactly.
But that's not to say you can't feel like ouch anymore, right? Like, dang, that really.
But
really
then,
happened.
yeah, but you
you're not
gotta
over
get
it.
over that shit. You're not
over
over it. You gotta get the fuck over it. Like, damn, shit happens, but everything happens for a reason. So essentially, like, you're living in this, they don't give a fuck.
That's
They
true.
did
Well, they're
this.
still getting on with their life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They did this and they're like, oh, well,
Similar
I'm
shit.
living my best life. And you're over here like, ow, that hurt. Like, I'm still not over it after 2 years, but you got to build a bridge and you got to get over it. Like, whatever the fuck it is, like, I've been through some shit in my time and I'm just like, fuck it. You know, like, let me keep it pushing. Whether, like, I have to steer this way, I got to go this way on my journey, like, I'm going to get the fuck through.
It's almost as if like you know, in those states, like if you're dwelling on shit, it's like you're asking permission to feel to like be in pain.
You're hurting
You know
yourself,
what I mean? It's like
you know, at the
you're
end
giving
of
yourself a
it.
reason when it's like at the end of the day, you're the author of your story. You know what I'm saying? Like
Facts.
fucking just turn the page, fucking new chapter. That's it. You know, that's the hard part, getting over this shit because the consequences are so, you know, real.
Your trauma's your dad, right? He left early.
Yeah.
Man, fucking make the most of it. Like, damn, dad, look at me now. You know what I mean? Like, watch this. Watch this. I'm on this podcast. Watch me do this. I'm doing this at work. I have this as my degree.
Doing all without him, yeah, bro.
Yeah. Like,
You know, the
I
thing
didn't
is-
even need you.
The thing is like, you know, I don't even think of him in the aspect of like,
You want to
oh,
fight
like
him.
I need my daddy in my life. Like no, I'm grown. Like if anything, I'm ready to have my own kids.
Right.
But the thing is like, I think it breaks the natural order. And just for that reason alone, like, you know, it's just things that like from the past that we're talking about that like, you know, that little kid is still hurting in a sense. Like now I'm okay. Like what do I need from him? I'm a grown ass man. I make my own money. But it's just like things back there
There's a part of you
that I couldn't deal with.
that would have benefited from his presence,
Yeah.
and you would have been different now.
And it's just something missing there that you like, how do you pick? How do
That's
you?
what it is.
I know
yeah.
exactly what
that
you're
makes
talking about because
sense.
I've been through the same shit.
But and
Really?
that's common in the common in the black community. That's like I don't even want to say that's every other black person. That's probably like every black person.
He said every other.
It's not. It's more than that.
Yeah.
But
That's
I mean,
unfortunate, man.
It is what it is. It's
I
life.
know for sure that's life, yeah. But
You
you
gotta
know
wear
what, man?
that shit like a badge of honor, man.
Yeah, but you learn from that, though.
No,
like,
for
damn,
sure.
daddy wasn't there. I'm going to be there for my kids.
And that's how my brother took it. That's exactly. But me, I was more of like what's wrong with me?
You have babies?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, well, not yet. But when you do have them kids, you're going to be there for them.
You already
kids.
know.
Exactly,
already know.
because your daddy wasn't there for you, so you're learning from that.
Yeah.
You know, like that's what you're going to take. That's what you're going to benefit from that.
Mm-hmm.
Because all these other dads are like, peace, like, fuck all them kids.
You know what not to do. Yeah, you know exactly
know
how
what
to
not
be
to
there.
do.
No, for
Difference,
sure.
you know?
For sure. And my brother just had a baby too.
And he's going to be
Congratulations.
there for that baby.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
To add to that,
No matter how crazy his lady is, he's going to be there.
yeah. To
I
add-
don't know them, but I'm just saying.
No,
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
To add to that, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I'm saying? Like, trying to, like, you know, relate with you, with what you were talking about. When I had my kids, like, I really thought about this shit going through, you know, like, what I went through, and I forgave my dad. Like, like, you know, like, face to face, I was like, hey, like, I understand, like, what you went through. I understand you had to do what you had to do. It's just not easy, man. You can only serve you can only serve one master. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when it comes down to like survival, it's like, okay, you can serve your family, but you're going to lose out on this, or you can serve this, but you're going to lose out on this. You got to make a choice. There's a balancing act, but you're still losing and gaining on both sides. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
it's like,
facts.
as long as you're willing to juggle that, you can probably do that. You know what I'm saying? But most people choose one or the other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So it's like, but I think like, you know, once you have your little ones, you're gonna understand fully, like, and it's gonna bring it full circle.
It'll make
it'll be
sense.
like, whew,
Yeah.
It'll
just
connect
come
for sure.
together.
Yeah.
You know,
But you know, even so, like no ill wishes. You know, I had some anger issues, like as a teenager towards them.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
teenager, though.
yeah.
That happens.
Yeah, you know, I had that little, you know, I hate you phase, but like now it's just like, hey, bro, like I just want when you die to go to heaven. I told you everything is just like religious
That's
based for
good.
me. Like I texted him happy birthday. I mean, no reply, but it's like,
Damn.
yeah, just the other day.
Yeah,
man.
that shit don't make sense to me. That's not even hard to do, bro.
Like,
That doesn't even take
damn.
any effort. That takes a little.
It
That's
really
the
doesn't. Like,
lightest
thank
amount
you,
of effort
son.
ever. Like,
But think
yeah.
about it.
Something.
But,
Sorry, bro. It's just, you know.
I know. I mean, no, speak your truth.
The only thing I'll say that is like, if there's no connection, that's why. You know what I'm saying? That's a big reason why. Because it's like, because when you don't have like,
Yeah, but even then, though, it's kind of
Like,
like you can at least
fuck.
no,
reply,
it's not right.
you know?
Like, I'm
not
a
saying
grown
it's-
ass man. You're a grown ass man.
Yeah, I'm not saying
Yeah.
it's right, but I'm saying, you know, just like you know, like where we work, whatever, right?
He's making sense.
You know,
Yeah.
some people, okay, you give a fist bump to who you're cool with, but you give a hug to who you're really connected with, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's a difference. You feel me?
Some people, though, we work out. I don't even fist bump them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking
It's-
about.
Yeah,
but-
you'll be like, head nod. You get a head nod.
I run his ass
Yeah.
over before I fist bump
It's,
him. Shit.
it's the connection,
I run
though.
his ass over before.
It's the
yeah.
connection.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
It's your vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Of course, I'm saying like we all fist bump each other every once in a while, but it's like, you know,
Then you get a hug.
you know what I'm saying? But it's different, you know? So I think like with that, it's like, it's, you know, it's your whole, the culmination of you guys' you know, experiences together up until now, you know what I'm saying? Because I go through the same shit where I'm like, damn, like, how can you not say
Yeah, no,
anything?
for
And it's
sure.
Like, but I think about it, I'm like, we just don't have that connection.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? Because with the other siblings, everything's like, you know? But it's like, they
Yeah.
have that connection.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Uh huh.
It is what
When
it
was the
is.
last time you talked to your dad, though?
Like
Like
on
good
like
conversation.
we're good terms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't even tell you.
See, I wouldn't even wish him so
couldn't
you're
even
doing
tell
your
you.
due diligence by like
Yeah.
wishing him a
I see
happy
why you
birthday,
did it, though, yeah.
but don't get hurt when there is
Oh,
no
no,
reply.
of course not. But my mom be like, oh, did you text him? Because she texted him happy birthday, and he replied.
He replied to your mama.
It's weird.
See,
Because that's your mom, bro.
I'm gonna fight you.
But it's your mama, though, bro. Think about it, bro.
Regardless, this
He
is
was
his
with-
son.
No, I agree with you, but I'm saying the reason why he probably replied to his mom, he made him with his mom. So it's a different. I'm not justifying it.
You see a different connection.
My thing is, that's his dad.
Yeah.
That's the only dad he's ever gonna have.
Right.
You know what I
You're
mean?
right.
Like, you have one mom, you have one dad. These motherfuckers can go and breed and multiply and have all these other, like, mom and dads that they're with. But, like, I'm your son.
Yeah.
No,
Text me back, motherfucker.
He should do that. He should be in communication with them. But for whatever reason, he's
Not.
You know what? And I don't want to say in his defense, but I think he lost his parents when he was 5.
I don't.
Yeah, but
give a
even with
fuck.
a fucked up trauma like that, you still don't treat your kids that way.
You don't. You fucking build
Yeah.
a bridge and you get over it. But here's the thing. It's all about mindset, right?
Yeah.
You have to be stronger than your mindset. Because, like, you have all these people on depression. They're on all these medications. They're weak. Their mindset is weak because they need all these pharmaceuticals. They need pharma to help them out.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, like, that is the reality of these days. That's most of the people, because they're going through depression, they have anxiety, they can't battle their ADHD. They need pharmaceuticals to assist them
Yeah.
because they're weak. Their mindset is weak. So that could be what's going on, because daddy has a weak mindset. He can't text his son back.
It could be, but I mean, I don't know. This is all too like familiar for the Black community. Like this is just what's been going on for like since
Unfortunately,
forever.
but again, it doesn't make it right though.
It's a lot. The issue's a lot deeper than than what we're talking about. It goes a lot deeper.
No, for sure. We'll have to say that for another day though, because man, we're getting wild. Way hell off
can you
off
make
topic.
that- I mean, I won't be involved in that, obviously, but
Yeah, we'll make
Like, I'll watch
we'll make that a
that.
topic. You know, we appreciate that. No, for sure. We'll definitely make sure that is a topic in the future though, because like you said, it's something that we should dive into. I'm glad you'd be here for it. You know, as far as watching it and being a part of it. So it's just we'll dive into it. We'll get back into it. Not to cut it off, bro. I just don't want to make a whole nother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, for
You know?
sake of time.
Yeah, for the sake of time, bro, and the episode itself, I don't want it to be veer off too far from the original premise.
That was still on.
It was. It had to do with your trauma that kind of led to some of your actions.
We're still talking. Well, because my parents weren't married.
Yeah, that's right.
So
it
they
definitely ties in. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna leave it in there.
And he was actually
Come on,
married
bro.
when he
We-
started
that's
messing with
what-
my mom. So that's monogamy, right?
It's not gonna
that's
get
non-monogamous.
non-monogamous. That's non-monogamous. So, hey, man, it ties in. Though.
It's
Don't worry.
good, it's good.
We're gonna hashtag leave it in. We're gonna hashtag leave it in. Don't worry. We're not cutting that out. All right, guys. And on that note, we're gonna take a shot before we say our final tidbits.
Oy.
Wrap the episode. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
All right. All right, y'all. So before we wrap the episode, I'm gonna go ahead and give the mic pass it over to Miss Paige. Is there anything you want to leave the listeners and viewers with before we head out of here? Anything you want to tell them? Leave them with a piece of you that for them to digest and take with them on their way.
no.
She's like, I like how she's like, no.
She said,
She's like, you about to say some deep shit, but
I mean,
nah.
like, mic drop.
Basically.
I hope
You know
you
what,
guys
though?
follow and you listen.
Yeah.
Timeless Talk.
Appreciate that.
Clothing is coming out soon.
Yes, it is.
For
Thank you.
Timeless Empire. Please
Yes,
buy.
thank you. Appreciate that.
and she said, vengeance belongs to the Lord.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah. I like that. Okay. Thank you, Paige. Appreciate you.
welcome.
Hey, you know what? Thank you for being here with us.
Thank
It
you
means a
for
lot.
inviting me.
No, for real. Thank you.
coming.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Wait, have you back in the future?
I mean, I have tons of stories, so
I would have to say this was the wildest.
it was.
It was
You
the
know
wildest,
what?
the most
I hear
open
that all the
podcast
time.
episode.
But I'm in person. I'm an open book. Like
She is, dude. I'm telling you.
I don't give a fuck. Like, oh, you want to hear this? I got you,
Dude, that's what I love and respect about her, bro.
What do you always tell me? Unapologetic.
Yeah.
Unapologetic. Oh, he says that all the time.
unapologetically her, yeah.
But I am. So
'Cause
like
it's your
whenever
story.
it's
You don't
my
gotta
story,
apologize for your story.
and I don't.
That's good.
So it's, I don't know.
You're very transparent too.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is good.
Ain't
I
no
mean,
stone
at least you
unturned.
know with Paige, she's gonna give you $100 with what she
Yeah.
has.
Yeah.
That's
My
it.
experience,
And you know,
the truth
you know,
on my side.
murkiness,
No.
clear
not
as
at
day.
all.
Yeah, I respect it. That's cool.
So,
So, you know, one more for you. Thank you again.
thank you.
Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? We do. There's what they call them, standing ovations, you know? Yeah, so what about you, Mr. Furious? Passing it over to you. Final tidbit.
Final tidbit. Shit. Life is short. You know, cherish what you got while you got it. It may not be there tomorrow.
Amen to that.
You know?
Cherish it while you got it.
Yeah.
Love on those that you have around you while you have them. Amen to that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Good job, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate that. Yeah. What about you, Mr. Slideshow?
I would say just take people serious. Don't play with people's hearts.
Yeah.
Be intentional with everything that you do. Intentional and genuine. So, you know, don't have no excuse. If you do play with somebody's heart, I would recommend that you don't. But if you do, just let them know what it is from the jump.
At least that way they know, and they can't say you didn't. Right?
Yeah, just to say
Facts.
they didn't
Yeah,
know.
you're keeping it in the
It's
buck.
better to keep it honest, man. A lie has a dead end at some point.
Amen to that. Keep it
Right.
a buck.
There's always
Oh,
a
yeah.
truth to the lie.
Yeah, amen to that. Yeah. Appreciate that, sir. Yeah. Passing the flowers out. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, man, you know, you guys, you know, this has been Timeless Talk, man. You guys know where to find us. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate all the viewers and all the listeners that come in every week. You know, new episodes post on every Friday. We have one Friday. We have this Friday coming up, and then the last one we have one more episode after this, and then we're done for a couple months. We're gonna take a little break. Yeah, season 4. It took a while to knock it out, fellas, but we did it. 16
Yeah,
episodes.
this is the
man.
longest one, bro.
Yeah, man.
Pause. Because this episode's all over the place. I felt like the need to say pause when I said it. It's a long season.
Why did you? Stupid. You did a pause for that, huh? Man. Nah, but it was definitely one for the books, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, we appreciate all of our Spotify listeners, our Apple Podcast listeners, all the Apple Music listeners, the Deezer, all these. We have people that listen to us from iHeartRadio. I didn't even know people use that still. Yeah, there's people that listen to us. I get the statistics, I look at them, I'm like,
Pandora.
yo, Pandora.
Nobody use Pandora no more.
Pandora, hey, fuck Pandora, bro. They never took our podcast in. They never did. You know, that was the only platform that gave us the finger. Everybody else took
Are you
us.
serious?
Yeah, they didn't accept
Fuck
it.
Pandora.
Nobody
That's what
Pandora,
I said.
though.
Fuck. I think they got onto us saying fuck them. So they're like, you know what? Just block your ass. It's all right. You guys are barely relevant anyway. So fuck. You know, I'll say
Don't
fuck
nobody
Pandora.
Everyone use Spotify or Apple
Exactly.
Music.
Exactly.
Come
And
on.
we're on both of those.
I don't
thank
even
God.
know the
So
last
we're
time
on the
somebody
ones that
mentioned
matter. We're on the
Pandora.
ones that
Right.
matter.
Exactly.
We're on the platforms that matter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hashtag hot take. I don't give a fuck. I'll make the hot take, bro. Fuck Pandora. Anyway, but yeah, shout out to Spotify listeners. The listeners are really where we get most of our streams. So, but, you know, shout out to the YouTubers, the guys that watch us on, you know, visually. We're going to be on Rumble probably most likely next season just because there's a few hoops I got to finish jumping through with the podcast. But, you know, in the meantime, fella, you guys, we really appreciate the views. We appreciate the love. All right, guys, with that being said, it's been Timeless Talk. We'll see you guys next week for the finale. We got a nice one planned for you guys. We'll see you then. Thank you. God bless you. See you next week.